the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. The girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their girls with their nails done.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all having a fan-frickin-tastic weekend. What's up, Jordan? Oh shit, wrong date? That's okay. What's up, Sir Fox? Jonathan, Ani, fuck, I forget which one. Keegan, corrects. How's everybody doing today? What's up, Kyle? So we are going to we're gonna crank that MF today and get Death's Fathom, boys. What's up, Dan? Martin Fan fucking tastic. Ooh, gotta watch Fan fucking tastic. Get what I do here. Battle orders. Owl. I think that's what DB does. Kyle, you believe in me? Haha. Yeah, so rare Sunday stream. I went to St. Thomas in, sorry, what's your legal name now? Connie? Connie, okay. All right, I will call you Connie. So, went out to cousin's wedding in St. Thomas. I was DD. Wife was drinking. She's hungover. She threw up a little bit this morning and a little bit on a couple car stops on the ride home. But she's feeling better. She's sleeping it off, and that's why we got a little bit of a Sunday Pindle session going on. What's up, Eshban? So yes, she had a little bit too much to drink, so Than, you like DB Lower 69? Good old DB Lower 69. Yeah, so I just did a little bit of gear swapping today. 790 MF now, double isted IK, 49 MF Trav, so I could get 1 MF there. Could get 1 extra MF on the Nagel, that's 2 total. And if I could get a better caster amulet with more MF, but yeah, I'm even rocking chance guards, like full on perfecto setup. So we have 790 MF and we're gonna crush it today. Wives drunk time for stream, flawless victory. I know, right? Flawless victory. Did I buy it? It was a cash bar, and I in no way, I promise, I did not force extra drinks on her so I could stream. Swear to God, DB would not do that. Felt bad that she was sick this morning. Totally fine last night going to bed, and then was super sick this morning. Carlos Swordmaster, how is it going? Man, I don't know, my tellies, they felt slow, or maybe it's just I'm feeling slow. That's what my wife says every day. Keegan, oh, free money. That's free money, but thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Guys, can you guys send super stickers instead of super chats? I like seeing the lame ass little, don't get me wrong, any type of support, I love it, but I love seeing the lame little dude jump around. It's just, I love super stickers. Everyone thinks they're lame as fuck, but I like them. But Keegan, thank you so much. I've never found one necked. I've had one on Battle.net before, but I've never actually dropped one. Thank you again, Keegan.
They gave us a shizload of free money.
Are you gonna do some Pindle too? Wish you good luck, brother. Jay, there we go. I like seeing that lame little. I love it. It's so lame, but I love it. Yeah, I'm for the most part very excited about Diablo 4. I mean, it's so far off that I'm trying not to hype the crap out of myself or the game, but yeah, overall pretty excited. A little bit of concerns with like the finite infinite system, how they put that in, depending on how they balance it, that kind of thing. But overall, yeah, pretty interested and excited. Thank you, Jay. Bail runs on BNet, Brandon? I don't have a character on Battle.net at the moment. Usually I have one for a little bit on ladder reset till it gets deleted because I only play first initial little bit. Dave, Davio, what am I hoping to find today? Death Fathom would be sick. Schaefer's Hammer. Forget what other major missing items I have outside of Tyro's Might, which can't drop here. Side face, first time seeing me live. Well, hopefully we can turn that frown upside down. Glimphy, Astrins, yeah, Astrins would be good too. What's up, Glimph? Man, I hardly ever see Glimphy on stream. They stream when he works. I missed a bow there. I also can't scream if I find something GG because, again, wife is sleeping right now. Would not be good. Zod rune? Zod would be cool, but I mean, if I did happen to find a second Zod, I would make Breath of the Dying and the Warp Bike right away. Just leave my second one that I currently have, but Schaefer's is only a relic after. Well, yeah, it's not like super viable. What's up, Eshban? I mean, I could probably think of a better weapon in almost every scenario, but it's just the goal that of this single player grind is to try and collect every item in the game. It's one of the remaining missing items. So Matthew, what do you guys think of thank you for the super chat, buddy. Go Leafs, go. What do you think of them firing Mike Babcock? What do you guys think? Is it the right move? I believe he was the highest paid coach in the NHL. Correct me if I'm wrong, but had to happen. I don't follow hockey too much. Outside of like if they make it to the playoffs, I'll follow it, but you think it was the right move, Matthew? I don't know. That's a franchise that just... Ooh, that one's Eth. Check that one out. They just really need something to go their way, like... Game of Thrones Bruins fan? Aw, man. You guys remember, like, a good, like, 8 years ago? Maybe it was 5, 6, 7 years ago, whatever. When they were up, like, 5-2 against Boston in Game 7, and then they turned around and lost it in, like, 5 minutes. I remember being at work on afternoon shift, and there was Boston Bruins fans that actually quit listening to the game on the radio because they're like, oh, it's over. 2013, okay, it was up 4-1. Thank you, Brendan. They were like, oh, it's over, man. Leafs got it. And then they absolutely fucking blew it. And then I just remember, like, people going around the plant, and they're like, oh, yeah, man, Boston won. And all the Boston fans that stopped listening to the radio, they're like, shut the fuck up. That's... But no, it happened. God, what a way to fucking... Why do I keep missing my bow? What's up, Dancing Mad? A guy gave you a donation and you didn't thanks it? Who did I miss? I'm positive I thanked... I could scroll back up the chat. The Leafs donation from Matthew. A donation from Jay, the super sticker. And the one from Keegan right at the start. Free money. I'm pretty sure I thanked everybody. Did I miss one? If I did, I apologize. Oh, Glamp, I purposely ignore you, brother. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure I shouted out everybody. I think I did. Carla, how am I playing D2? What do you mean, how am I playing D2? Like, how am I getting it to run? You can download Diablo 2 off of Blizzard, their classics game section, and get the classic and expansion for, I think, 20 bucks a piece. I think it's $20 total. Jay, Leon B. I was debating doing some Twitch streaming. I was thinking, like, man, maybe I could brushing up on my Resident Evil skills, but
I can't carry.
You can also redeem CD. That's correct. That is a good point. You can take your original 16-digit key, which is actually what I did because I'm still using, like, I was using the original 16-digit key forever, and then when I decided to get back in Diablo 2, I converted it to the 24 CD key or whatever. It's kind of funny. I still have the original, like, jewel plastic case for the Diablo expansion, and then I have, you guys remember, like, the little, it's like the, I don't know, it's like an envelope for the original Diablo 2 game. I don't know, this is going way back when my parents bought me the classics and the expansion, strategy guide, and Diablo 1 all in like a single contained box or whatever. It's going way back. Peter Toth, how's it going? He was spawning D2 boxes and just like yeah, exactly, the battle chest. Yeah, that's what it was. I had the one that was version 1.09, and I played on that forever because I never had internet. So, when did you make my first Enigma, in or out of Pluggy? Well, like, I mean, Battle.net. Growing up, I never had the internet, so I always played single player self-found on version 1.109. Why do I keep missing my bows? So there was an Enigma back then. Never had it. When I started playing online when I was in college, I had people like give me shit. So, but this Pluggy account is the first time I actually like legit round out an Enigma and made one. It's way different playing single player than Battle.net. Jonathan, thank you for the super chat. Kaparian, hello from Romania. Hello back from Ontario, Canada.
I have champs and I need a Zod cube up or no?
What do you need the Zods for, man? If you're that type of guy that's hell-bent on making like a champ shaker for a pit circuit, do that first, and then if you have multiple champs after that, and you don't care about making the rumored like Doom or what's it? Doom, Pride, or there's one that's Fire, Hand of Justice. If you don't have any interest in making any of those, and you want the Zod for some specific reason, like an Death Cleaver or Bot D, I'd say go ahead, cube them up and make it, man. Do it up. Ashman, good hair in my last video, but shit hair in this video. Thank you for the compliment, I guess. I'll look at that as glass half full. You said my hair was good in my previous video. Josh! My morning is going good, buddy. The super chat.
Morning, Brunsky, smiling face with sunglasses, hand with fingers splayed. How's your weekend going?
Oh god, she butchers those when she reads them. My weekend's going great, man. I just came back from a cousin's wedding in St. Thomas, so that was really fun. Wife is a little bit hungover. I was DD, so we're just doing some casual Pindle grinding. Gonna try and get a Death's Fathom today. But other than that, I'm doing really good, man. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for asking. Thigh, no, you're not late. We're just 20 minutes into stream, buddy. 20 minutes. Haven't missed anything yet. Just a lot of this over and over and over again. At is required. This question always comes up about whether or not I've considered using Harmony for this type of running, and I can do another demonstration, but my issue with it is I feel like it's better to sacrifice a little bit of run speed getting to the portal and then having a really high FCR breakpoint because you can teleport to Pindle quicker. So you make up the run walk time there, but also you can telestomp right in the corner and then you can howl like immediately to get them to scatter properly. Kind of hard to explain, but like so that's a really good example, like a clean telestomp, and then I get the howl off right away because I have high FCR, everything scatters, and you can kind of isolate Pindle. So just for the sake of, I'll do this again because it always comes up. I do have Harmony. I can put it on, but so I can run much faster to the portal, but then I have brutal FCR, so I get right to go to telestomp, and then I can't actually even howl quick enough to scatter. Now you can, like, I guess, change the strategy up a little bit, kind of howl at the bottom of, like, you could do something like this. But I just, to me, I feel like at best it's the same speed. It could be faster, maybe if you're really dialed, but I find the other one is just easier for me to do, like just using whiz spikes and a faster teleport. So, I mean, I think it's just personal preference. I think you can get both to work, but definitely prefer this one. Aye! It's just a personal preference thing. Aye, coming in with the membership. That little D membership, thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it, man. Enjoy your custom emotes and your little badge, and if you join the Discord, if you sync your YouTube, you can get membership rank. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Why don't you get bored? It's like working on a factory. It's just a combination of, I mean, I love this game. I only stream like once or twice a week. I don't actually play that much. Like, if you consider like the amount of time I video edit and play. I really don't play that much. Like there's streamers that stream more in one day than what I do in a whole week. So that kind of combination of that and doing variety streaming and just hanging out with you guys kind of avoids me or prevents boredom. But it's just I don't know. I don't really know how to explain other than that. Phoenix, you made it. What's going on, brother? 790 MF, noobing it up. Could I stream Diablo 3? I'm debating streaming Diablo 3 this week. I have the entire week off of work, so I have 5 days. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go like ham and just magic find, like stream just non-stop 5 days in a row, or if I was gonna do a couple streams, make a couple videos, even throw in a D3 stream. I don't know. How much is this really better than, say, a Jabzon with 300 MF? Specifically for unique farming, I think he's like a million times better because he can stack way more MF, he can do the runs arguably faster, and then he gets item find. So every run is like doing a run and a half, because you have a 56% chance of redeeming an item on item find. Bang! Upping the size of that D! Little D was too small. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. D3 is a big joke. I've never done a playthrough before, Ishan, so that's why I kind of wanted to just do a story playthrough of it, but... Thank you so much, Dan. The Ty. I mean, I'm hoping I'm not butchering your name. I probably am. I apologize. Ty. Thank you so much. D3 stream would be good.
Have a nice day. Just found your content last week and it made me buy this game.
Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
That's wicked, man. I'm curious, did you just find my video or did you catch a... I guess it must have been a video, wouldn't have been a stream. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Means a lot to hear that. Stream every day? Could do that. Again, there won't be like 12-hour streams. Even though I have the day off, I can't actually go that hard at it, but... You could tell Wowtam had his hand at D4. It's more... Past fantasy... Really? You get that impression, Seth? I mean, there's like the open world concept and stuff, but I don't think you can argue that it doesn't have a much more kind of dark and gritty take on it. I mean, you can have like gripes about itemization, or if they're gonna be like a infinite system, like you know, grinding out dungeons like rifts in Diablo 3. Like, you can make arguments like that, but I don't know if you can say it's cartoony. In my opinion, anyways. What swords am I using? Grief on the main hand. It's a 364. It's actually a shit grief, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you have 32 IS or higher. And then a 6-isted phase blade. The reason you have to use a phase blade is because you want the fast attack speed on the offhand, so that you can hit a high break point on the main hand. If you can't use if you use a crystal sword, it slows down your attack. Just with the way the increased attack speed is calculated, you have to have a fast offhand weapon as well. So that's why you use a phase blade instead of a crystal sword, excuse me. You can use a crystal sword on characters like a pit singer because they don't matter. They're not attacking, they're just using Warcry and a mercenary. What's up, hurry? Circulate. F. I know, I can't actually... I don't know how to reach 800. Like, I really don't know how. Like, I'm 790. I can drop this tomb, but I hate doing that. I'd rather just be able to just identify and chuck than run to Decker Cane. So I can get 14 MF there. So that would put me to 804. I could get 1 MF there if I found 50 Travs. So that's 805. 806 if I get another 30 MF Nagel. So I need like a 219 or above caster amulet with MF. That's a really hard thing to craft. But for having like the tiniest fraction of a better chance of getting something. I mean, you can always work towards it, but I'd just rather be able to do stuff like this, like identify all my rares with a Tomb of Town Portal, than to run to Decker Cane. That one guy, I haven't played D2 in a month because you're waiting for that to reset. Gonna grind on Battlenet. Do I seriously weightlift? No, I don't weightlift at all. I did like years ago. I do all kinds of physical labor at my job, so that's kind of how I keep my exercise. You need the 2 skills on your... Well, it helps you get a higher percent item find, right? So, or chance, like a higher percentage of redeeming an item. So, I don't care enough to figure out the math, but I know that like a 55 to a 56% chance of redeeming an item is better than like the 790 to 810 MF breakpoint. Anyways, I think when you're at 700 plus, I personally think it don't fucking make a hill of beans of a difference, but not everybody agrees. Some kind of HD mod, it looks much better than inversion. Krillin, I use the glide wrapper. Hello. Thought I would make it a video showing my settings, but the glide wrapper helps make things look a lot sharper and like better vibrant colors and stuff. It does have like a couple glitchy things with mouse and the odd crash, but I think it's better than using other like there's D-draw or whatever. It just looks better. Like I'm playing window mode, expanded window mode. I'm not actually playing. I played on full screen too, but it definitely makes it look a lot better, in my opinion. That's my point, Seth. I mean, if you had like, if I had like, yeah, if I had an extra MF there, and I had a 220 MF amulet, I could drop that to have like a slightly higher percentage chance, but it's just, I don't see the point. Yeah, no worries, dude. Actually, because I thought about, what do you guys think about this? Turs, yeah, no hair gel today? No, I just woke up in the hotel, drove home, and then I didn't beautify myself for you guys. But I wanted to start a video series. I want to call it like a 2-minute Tuesday tips video, where I wanted to cover everything from like just really quick 2-minute videos on like how to e-bug armor, or you know, what's a good base for this, or how to stream Diablo 2, or like what my glide wrapper settings are. Like I was just gonna cover like a whole fucking whack load of things. So is that something you guys would be interested in watching? Because I can do stuff like, here's my glide wrapper settings, this is how I stream Diablo 2, this is settings that I run, this is why it looks so good, blah blah blah. No, Aaron, you don't like that? Can I ask why? Are you joking? But the whole point was to like, I was gonna make maybe a section on Discord or something where you guys could just throw out 2-minute Tuesday video ideas. I could just go through like how to stream, how to set up window mode, cursor lock, glide wrapper settings, all that shit. Damn, I'm running out of room for my... Patrick Burger, go for it. Plus, they'd be easy videos to drop too. Which I'm not all about making like zero effort videos, but at the same time, it's like you can't realistically make like the 1000 pit run video. I don't know if you guys saw it. There's a lot of editing and work that goes into that video, and you can't drop videos like that like every week, because, well, you can if streaming and video editing is your full-time job. When it's just a part-time thing, I can't do videos like that all the time. So I thought it was a cool way of like constantly. What does my wifey think of 2-minute Tuesdays? Oh, jeez. Sean, get the head of the gutter, brother. What's up, Kataz? I really hope we get something GG today. Copy, join Discord, and we'll guide through. Oh yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions at all about setting up D2 or MFing or whatever, you guys can join the Discord. The link for Discord is in the description of the stream, or you can type in !Discord. all kinds of people there that can help you set stuff up. Or any like MF questions you have, or technical troubleshooting questions. Like there actually is a guy that plays Pluggy on Mac, so he can help you set it up. What's my daytime job? I work for an electrical wire manufacturer. I put the rubber insulation coating on heavy duty electrical cables that are used in like mining applications or big, you know, oil industry, drilling, that kind of thing. You should review DB members characters. What do you mean? Phoenix, don't listen to Phoenix. Christoph Gorski, thank you so much for the sub. First sub of stream. Thank you, brother. What base should you use for fortitude on your mercenary? Is it your first fort, Matt, or your like multiple fortitudes? If it's your first fortitude, anything that's e-bugged that's like 1,000 plus defense, just make it. It really doesn't make a difference. But if you have like all kinds of wealth and you've been playing Pluggy forever, and you really want to min-max the shit out of your character, you can start looking into things like really high defense ruled like sacred armors, and then using like using those types of armors are like perfect for defense, or they have the highest possible defense, but then you're restricted to using specific helmets that have plus strength. So that's when you get to really like min-maxing shit. But I'd only recommend that once you've made all the basics. Like you made an Infinity, you made an Enigma, you made a Fortitude for your mercenary. Once you got all that out of the way, then you can worry about completely squeezing out everything. Abdul, did I just get out of the shower? No, I didn't. I just didn't fix my hair up for you guys. You aren't getting bored of all those runs? Nah, because I do them intermittently. And I get to hang out with you guys. So, it's all good. I think that if I was playing Diablo 2, like, single player by myself... Oh, you son of a bitch. Rare Caduceus. That's some bullshit. Jason B. Thank you so much for the membership, brother. Coming in with a little D tier membership. Thank you, buddy. Enjoy your custom emotes and your badge. And don't forget to join Discord and link your account. Shit, there was a question. What was the question about? Doing the amount of runs or not getting bored? Fuck, I forget. I don't have a Tal Rash's fire source that build video yet. Scat and Rose. It's on my list of build videos. Like, first build video I want to get through is the Lightning Necro, or the no summons Necro. I want to get through that build video, but after that we'll see. But yeah, I don't get bored because I think if I played single player, and it's different because I get to like chat with you guys and it's enjoyable for me. But if I was just grinding by myself, I'd maybe get a little bored. But then again, before I had a YouTube channel, I just used to follow other streamers and grind listening to them in the background. So that kind of made me feel like I was like along for the ride and not quite as bored. But might not be for everybody. I have trouble keeping up the chat today. Throwbarb? Yes. Just gotta get F Lacerator. So Crewley, I'm doing a YouTube studio tour. I'm doing a room studio tour when my friend comes over with his good camera, and he's gonna record me, and I'll show you guys what everything looks like from my perspective. Trust me, it's not that crazy. How close are you to the Druid Pelt video? We'll check, Glimphy. I think I'm at 101. So a ways off. I debated making it 100 Druid Pelts instead. 25, 50, 75, 100. Yeah, I have 101. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to 250. Apple Pie, thanks for the videos. Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate it. Just as we speak, we got a second one. How do I get rid of the chat overlay? What do you mean, Matthew? How do you get rid of the chat overlay? Like, how do you add it or get rid of it? I haven't streamed D3 yet. I'll possibly stream it this week. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a mix of some streaming and videos or just go ham on magic finding. I haven't really decided yet. You mean to get rid of the transparent background? What's up, Hussies? Showing legs then? I'll make sure he films me from the waist up. I won't reveal my legs to you guys. You think I should do 100 pelts? The problem, what's up, Des? The problem with doing 100 is I bet you I won't get anything. With 250 pelts, I feel like I got like a 30 or 40% chance of getting like a 5 NATO. I feel like with 100 duo pelts, there's really small chance that I get something. Chuddy, thank you so much for the sub, man. Second sub a stream, thank you. Chuddy with the subby. Thank you, buddy. Oh, do it the same as Caster Amulet video series? I could do that. I always worry that those videos are boring for people. That's why I like put timestamps and all that shit so people can bounce back and forth. You love the videos? Keep it up. Thank you, man. It means a lot to hear that. It really does. Thank you so much. Am I getting... Oh, yeah. Yeah, just can I just give me your address. I'll send some Tim Hortons coffee to you. Got a Sir Rune off Thresh yesterday? That's sick, Aaron. I can't remember the last time I've dropped a direct Sir Rune. I gotta make sure I say Sir, because I used to say Sewer, and that really triggered people, so... I think the last Sir Rune I got was from LK directly. Has to be. Japashka Company. Thank you so much for the sub, brother. Aaron, oh, you're from Alberta? I'm from Ontario, Canada, man. What's up, Joe? I guess, no, we got no moderators today. Wait, let's add, that's moving so fast. Let's add Glimphy, and we'll add Deaths. And Kyle. There we go. 3 new mods. You still haven't found a Vex Plus, Katez? What, are you playing like 1.10 or something, or back? When Rune drops, when a Vex Rune was like a Cham or a Zod? Because that's crazy. You feel so special? It's been a while since I've gotten a good high rune though. Like, I'd love to just drop an Ohm rune right on stream. I just roll CTA. Thought I was kicking Glimph out? I should, right? I should. Yes, with great power comes great responsibility. Did anybody watch the Spider-Man movie Away From Home? Like, was it good? I just have this huge hate for Avengers movies, so I just don't watch them anymore. I feel like I've been let down too many times. Think about running a 6-assisted phase blade on a Pit Zerker? For sure, Dust Clan. That's your ultimate top tier offhand weapon. Make sure you make it in phase blade, not a crystal sword. Crystal sword's okay for Pit Singer, but for attack speed purposes, you have to have a phase blade on the offhand if you want to hit top IS breakpoint. Jason, it was okay? Yeah, I just refused to watch the movies. I did watch Ford vs Ferrari. That was a really good movie. If you guys are into racing movies and you like Matt Damon, it was a good one. Jose, what's up? Infinity and Endgame were epic. Even if there are major plot holes. I don't know. I just feel like they're a CGI fuckathon. That's what even if I don't follow the comic books and stuff, but I literally CGI fuckathon. That's all I think about. Anno, what's up? Or no. Brandon. The Joker movie? Yeah, I heard the Joker movie was really good. Matt Damon ruined all movies for you? You didn't like The Martian and... I don't care too much about the Bourne movies. That might trigger the hell out of chat, but... Justin McDonald, thank you so much for the sub, man. 4 sub upstream. Thank you very much, brother. Joe, yeah, I'll be playing it the day it drops, and I actually want to email Blizzard and see if I could potentially get early access for beta to stream it. I'd love to be considered. Alexis, a CGI fuckathon. I feel like the entire movie is them behind a green screen. In my opinion. But at least movies like Mission Impossible have like some real action stunt scenes, but no, I never heard about that one, Jay. It's, yeah, 90% green screen, exactly. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd have to ask and see if I can. It'd be really amazing if I could get early access, because who knows. But if I don't, I'll be streaming it the day that it drops, 100%. Yeah, it's Jason Bourne. Is Sorcerer good in Diablo 2? Yeah, she's an amazing character. She's probably the best, or she is the best starting character to gear up and magic find with, because she has teleport and she can just do so much more damage with caster spells right at the start. But in terms of like perfecting MF, there's other characters with top tier gear that are like equal or better. But yeah, Sorceress is like the go-to. The thing about the Sorceress though is for people that are really new to the game and probably don't know how to gear her up right away or MF with her, probably get frustrated because she's a little bit fragile. But if you kind of watch a speedrunner and pull some of their strats and then kind of just slow everything down and just take your time with her, you shouldn't have any problems with her. Raven, Pindle's going okay. Haven't dropped anything yet. Was hoping to get something sexy today. See? Would I rather? Oh, geez, Jay. Amazon. I'll just go out and say it. Can you not share gold on the shared stash and Pluggy? Yeah, you can, Daniel. Sorry I missed your question. You just, instead of depositing it in your personal stash, like you just take the 60 grand, you click put gold, and then it's in here. So I have 852 out of 250. So you can share that between all characters, or you have your personal stash here. So if you just deposit here, goes to your personal character. Here is shared stash for everybody. 16 bill gold. I usually just buy caster amulets, or buy amulets for crafting caster amulets. Even though I do have a really nice gold find source setup. You guys like vodka in your Mountain Dew? I'm not a big drinker, period, but when I do drink, I kind of just prefer sticking to standard beer. That's just me. Ori, 790 Pepe hands? Dude, we got the MF, brother. We got the MF today, Ori. Haven't found anything yet, though. All that I did was... Oh, those would have been nice gloves with the Road 220. 17 light res and 3 mana stolen per hit. Yeah, those would... I mean, the defense, freeze duration, and repair durability doesn't really mean anything, but... Chen, why am I not playing on Battlenet? The mod that I'm using, I can't play on Battlenet, and I also just prefer no realm down, no lag, and just I like... Pluggy lets me do cool things, like change characters on the fly or respec, and just more freedom to play Diablo 2. Joshua, first time you caught me live? Nice, man. Hope you enjoy the stream, dude. Thank you so much for hanging out. Jason, you got a DB alert? Perfect to go through the meal. Thank you, man. Means a lot to hear that. What's the mod, Thien? Pluggy mod. If you type in !Pluggy, you'll get a link to an older video I made describing the mod, but it's basically Battle.net for single player with extra added quality of life changes. It's the simplest and easiest way to explain it. Why did I ID the Monarch? For the odd chances of it being a jeweler's Monarch of Deflection. What do you think about Xmas? He makes good content. Hydra Edge. You know, the storage, yeah. The storage in the shared stash is the best part. I mean, things just like, you know, so this is my MF setup. Like right off the fly here, like I can switch to 2 Hodos on the offhand. Like I have Ariat's Face. Like I could just Oath or Tomb Reaver if I want to mess around, like a Whirlwind setup. Or there's just, here's a gold find page. Like I just, whenever I want to, I can just change my character. It's so much more convenient than Battle.net. Clinton Sloper, thank you so much for the sub. There is a lot of fun things about. Thank you for the sub, Clinton. Thale, you're gonna be back in an hour? Okay, right on, man. There's a lot of like Battle.net's fun on ladder resets playing as a team, but after like the first initial week, the fun kind of drops off for me. I think about Llama, really nice guy, great speedrunner. Sympathy, gives an art. Thank you for the sub. Guys, I got new emotes coming out too. Got a sub-train emote so we can spam it when we're getting a sub-train fest. I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna go with it. Sub-train fest. Ladder resets December 6th. Anthony Carbonilla, thank you for the sub. You're reminding me of carbonara pasta when I was in Italy. Very random, but thank you for the sub, man. So, did you guys know the real carbonara pasta in Italy? It's heated noodles, like, or it's like, you know, cooked noodles, and then they put raw egg over top of it, and then the hot raw egg, or sorry, the hot raw noodles cook, the hot noodles cook the raw egg. Holy fuck, I can't even speak today. It's not like the cheesy thing that you see at Eastside Mario's in Canada. Totally different. Best place to find an F weapon free mercenary? Yeah, just exclamation bases, Matthew. I have kind of a command for that, but pretty much what you said. It's just grinding, 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 and hoping you get it. Am I Canadian? Where am I from? Ontario, Canada, Marco. But it's way different than, it's so good, but it's way different than, exactly, no, there's no, yeah, exactly, no cream and real carbonara. Because I just remember that when I went to Italy, that I just loved the pasta there. The pizza is unreal, too. You order a pizza, and it's just, it's like $6, and it's this massive thing. It's super thin, right? And it's just like, it'd be like tomato sauce, a little bit of cheese, and they pour olive oil on it, some oregano, you know, sprinkle it around, and like that's a pizza in Italy. Why don't I use the loot filter? I've debated doing it, Alex. I've actually talked to a community member who's going to help me set it up on Discord. Just haven't quite pulled the trigger on it yet. Still undecided. I've just gone for so long without it that one time I missed a win force. Other than that, Jeremy White, what's up? Not a whole lot, buddy. How are you doing? You start watching my videos. Gonna ditch Battle.net, right? Well, it's fun to play both Hooray, but I definitely prefer Pluggy single player. It's just a better way to play D2 in my opinion. I mean, I swear when I was on Battle.net, I spent more time muling items than I did actually playing. I swear to God. If you're really struggling to find facets, Hell Mephisto or Travincal is probably the 2 best places to farm facets directly. And I mean, I'm talking probably like 1 facet every 1,000 runs is what you're going to average. Either that or just keep grinding level 85 areas on a higher player difficulty setting, and eventually you'll get one. But, I mean, I found maybe like 30 facets in 2 years, so they don't... That being said, I haven't like targeted Mephisto and done 10,000 runs, which would definitely get some if you did that. But there really is no secret other than like a lot of MF, fast clear speed, and then just killing stuff over and over and over again. Can you... Keith, no, I didn't know you could bug Duriel. The only like bugging I know of is in Dario. That's interesting though. How do you bug Duriel? Why not play online? I do a little bit Golden Age. Just I kind of prefer single player for the most part. D key tips from Daniel. I will get to that question, buddy. And Jonathan says, "I'm literally
tips. New to Pluggy. No Enigma or Infinity."
And you're literally muling right now, huh? such is the ways of online play, Jonathan. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate it. Oh, Streamlabs is having a autistic fit at the moment. Daniel, the best.
I am literally mulling right now, DB. Ha ha ha.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Daniel. Kyle, Istrin from Pindle, nice. So, your best way to farm D keys early on is a Blizzard Sorceress. Now, you're probably going to die a lot, but Pindle hardly spawns cold immune. Sorry, excuse me. Neilthak hardly spawns cold immune, and the ice boars and stuff around him are cold immune. So if you teleport in and then just drop blizzards on Neilthak, you only kill him. You won't kill anything around, so you won't have to worry about corpse explosion blowing up in your face. You'll have a hard time with low budget gear and like a 63 FCR sorceress of dealing with snakes. So I would say if you find a bunch of snakes, just save and exit and start over. But just Blizzard Sorceress, teleport in right on to like the edge of where he is, like his little platform. Just go right to the very edge and just drop blizzards directly on him. Again, you shouldn't have too much issue with the corpse explosion. And then if you don't see a D key, just get out of there and just keep cycling. It's a really slow process with the budget sorceress. Because you're going to be doing players 1, which isn't the best for keys, and you're really under geared. And if he's cold immune, you'll have to skip him regardless. So you just do that. That's your best way of getting a D key. If you're brand new to Pluggy and you don't have Enigma or Infinity. Or okay, yeah, you could use Meteor as well, for sure. I like Blizzard because of the cold immunes around him, but it's just a personal thing. Personal preference. Joey! You guys are way too kind.
Thank you. Love your videos.
Sunday stream. Or no worries, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the super chat. You can ask any tip or any question anytime. You can also join the Discord. Oh, I missed a bow.
On a Sunday. Love it.
If you love it, you better thank my wife, because she had a lot to drink last night and she's passed out sleeping. So that's why I'm streaming on a Sunday. You thank my wife for having a really good time at my cousin's wedding. I feel bad though, she's not feeling too good. Let's get to sleep it off. What's up, Peter? The Blizzard Sorceress to formation tunnels. I was wondering what viable armors there are for the Sorceress. Right now I have Viper Magi, I got from Fisto. What's the next upgrade? Honestly, Viper Magi can be endgame. 100% can be endgame. It's a great body armor. Kyle!
East Rune and Bone Flame BTB, hell yeah.
East Rune and... Is Bone Flame a new grailer? Nice drops, man. Keep it up. I did not drug my wife. Let's not start a rumor here on the internet. She's... What's up, Tuan? She is... Thank you so much for the super chats, guys. I feel like I'm missing questions. Viable armors for Sorceress. Depending on... Like, Viper Magi is endgame. You can run Stealth. You can run... Viper Magi is better than Stealth. You can run Scalders if you want MF. If you really want MF and you... depending on the rest of your gear, you could run like a 4 Topaz body armor. You can also run Smoke, Nephlum for all kinds of res and FHR, excuse me, if you're early on in Hell and you're struggling with your res. But honestly, Viper Magi works really good. That's endgame, like right on its own. Tal's body armor is amazing as well. There's a lot of different choices you can use to farm Ancient Tunnels with the Blizzard Sorceress. What's up, Marcus?
Thanks, DBS wife.
I really thank my wife. Dimensional Blade. Why not Dimensional Shard, for fudge sakes? Am I playing 7 days a week, D2? No, Martin, at the most I stream twice a week. Usually about I'd say 3 to 5 hours per session. Typically don't stream more than that. For people... F. Ugh. One day I'll get S Scalders. Am I excited for D4? I am, Peter. Very excited. Very excited. There's a couple things I'm a little bit hesitant on. Like if They're talking about putting a finite and an infinite system together and making, like, depending on how they scale the power between the two, and itemization and drop rates. Those are the only really two things I'm concerned with. The open world concept is cool. The world boss events is cool. It looks dark and gritty. I love the druid. So glad that they brought him back. The lore, everything else, all looks really cool. I mean, I think a lot of people are just short-sightedly looking at it like it's D3. I think there's concerns there, but I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt so far. Yeah, you're happy the druid's making a comeback? Yeah, same. Me too, man. Me too. I'll be playing shapeshifting elemental hybrid druid. That's gonna be the first character that I play. I've already decided. I don't know if I'm gonna go werebear or werewolf, but I really like that twister, like the when he's shapeshifting and then you see like the hurricane tornadoes that are spinning at the same time. That's I don't even care if it's not super viable. That'll be the first build I play, is melee elemental werewolf hybrid. That will be my build. Don't forget Half-Life. I've never played that game before, or that series, Farid. What about KH Emeralds in D4? What do you mean KH Emeralds? My understanding so far, from what I've seen and read, is that there's condition and effect rune, and you combine the two runes together to make a rune word. So every rune word's going to be two runes, condition and effect. That's what I know so far. You have an Estes Fathom? Damn! Oh, thanks for the human bot projects. They're very entertaining. Thank you, man. A lot of work goes behind them, so I'm glad you enjoy them. I actually haven't, like, my next human bot project, it's probably going to be a ways off, because it's going to take me a long time to do the runs, but it's going to be epic. Frickin' epic. How to use ladder-only rune words on single player? There's two ways. You can use... Why'd you call me a boomer? There's two ways. You can use the ladder-only rune word text mod, or text file mod on regular single player. Laura Shade has a YouTube guide on how to set that up. Or you can install Pluggy mod. Both grant you ladder-only rune words. Charles. Mez. Balls deep? Thank you for the super chat, ma'am.
Balls deep.
Oh, you're responding to H Boomer. Okay, I thought you were calling me a boomer. I was like, fuck. I know I'm old, but... Don't think I'm a boomer, though. It's all good, buddy. That's my bad. I think they ever said rumors were only 2 runes. Oh, okay. I might have misheard them, that Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, so there could be, like, combining, like, what, 3 condition runes, 3 effect runes for a 6 rune word thing or something. Or what I don't even know is maybe... Do you guys think it's like you combine and condition an effect rune, and then that makes a 3rd rune, and then you use that 3rd rune, like, in a combination? Like you just regular rune words in D2? What rune words should I get first in single player D2? Enigma or Infinity? Lord of Doom, that depends. Do you want to play solely Sorceress? And I guess a little bit of Javazon? Or do you want to play multiple characters? That's my first question. You want to play multiple characters, Enigma, if you want to solely play Sorceress, and Javazon without Enigma, which I think Java without Enigma sucks, but that's just me, then make Infinity. But if you want to play like Windred, Hammerden, all those characters, then definitely make Enigma. Or Poison, yeah, Summon, Necro, all that stuff. You definitely want to make Enigma. Hope we get the variety and complexity of POE in Diablo 4. Well, I don't know if you saw my video, Bao, but they talked about itemization and how they want to, like, they want a variety of sources of power between, like, character quests, items, experience grinding. Like, they want a variety of different ways to influence power. And they also talked about itemization on how to make all items viable across the spectrum. So I think they're really trying to look into that and address that. Joshua, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Did I see Joe's new leak on Diablo 4? I saw the systems and parts 1 update from Jason Kim. I did not see this Jason thing. Is this some brand new thing that was released like a day ago. I haven't seen it. What's up, Schwinn? What's up, Krek? Of course, Krek dropping better stuff than me. When's that not new? Do you think Diablo 4 is going to be a load of shit? No, I don't think so, Snake. Like I said, I feel like I have some concerns. Riz Corona. Riz Corona. Here is fire damage, but doesn't work. How do people think that idea is? I guess we'll update that. Riz Corona. What's up, Keegs? Riz. I don't know why I just thought of this, but I saw Keegan and I said Keegs. And then I just thought, my mind went in the gutter and I just thought Kegel exercises. Fuck DB. What's wrong with you? My wife says that I have the humor of like a 2-year-old kid. Like stupid little fart jokes and dumb things makes me laugh. And then I just go ahead and I reinforce that right there. Keegs, all my friends call me that and mention that too. Sorry, Keegan. Thought that Joe said in his video he got the info partially from me. Which, I don't know who Joe is. Is this, which YouTuber is this?
I can't carry it anymore.
What's up, Bents? Melius, what's up? Sounds like dad jokes? Dad jokes are the core of your social skills. Like Angry Joe Review is that massive YouTuber, right? That I just watched some of his video game reviews, but that's about it. Some of his stuff I think is way off. Like he ripped Lion King. Like totally thought Lion King sucked. Like the remaster, and I was like, no, it was really good. They're just bitching for the sake of bitching, I feel like.
I am over.
381 enhanced damage, Ebot D Zerker. Nice, Jonathan. That's what you wanted the Zodron for, eh? Very nice, dude. Second Soj. So I didn't see if that was first Soj or second Soj. Give me a second. Definitely I feel like I'm a little bit more fragile without... I usually run Wisp Projectors for a little bit of light absorb with this setup. 2 days ago found, yeah, second soldier world so keep. Nice, man. What's up, Noah? Oh, you put your Test Fathom in my Discord? Make me jelly. You're not sold on Diablo 4? Yeah, like I'm not saying that there's not like some potential, like they have. I was watching some, you guys know Quinn69? I was watching one of his YouTube videos where he was interviewing the other game developer, not David Kim, forget his name, I should know his name. But he said in that interview, not Quinn, like the guy he was interviewing, that they're 100% there's going to be some sort of infinite system in Diablo 2. So like greater rifts from, or sorry, in Diablo 4, like greater rifts from Diablo 3. But they're not sure how they're going to implement it power-wise. Like they might have an infinite system where like that's not where your power comes from, but then the thing is if they introduce that, then what's there has to be some sort of incentive to do it. So I don't know like if they're going to go that route. I'm kind of leaning towards them not making an infinite system. Like I'd rather be finite, but like Diablo 2 is really stretched out finite, right? But Alex, do I use the logging script or something to keep track of my runs? In the Discord, there is a run counter that you can download and use. Just reads every time you save and exit the game, and just adds a count to it. The incentive is just the prestige of having a higher... Yeah, like if it's something like Diablo, where like a level 90 character to level 99, there's really hardly any... There's hardly any power difference, right? Like to just you're talking like claims he met up with you. It's Yeah, okay, well I never went to BlizzCon, so I need to like watch this video, Drew. But that type of like is okay, right? But because there's hardly any power difference between level 90 and 99 character, right? So I guess a little bit of jeez, a little bit of incentive for prestige, or kind of like bragging rights, but at the same time, it doesn't like I'm okay with something like that.
Hello.
But it has to be like it has to be enough of an incentive, other than like I feel like what's the point of doing like 1,000 hours or something just to have I don't know. It's hard to. You guys get what I'm kind of saying? Like, I guess there's some people that would want to do that just to bragging rights, but exactly, John. Yeah, exactly. There's not a big difference. So I just don't want to see it swung the other way, where if you actually do those runs, you're like 50% more powerful. But I think the point is you spend thousands of hours on the item grind, but there's also prestige and infinite system to show that you, yeah, and they're just trying to determine exactly how they're going to scale that, right, Glimph? And like I said, like I'm okay if they have it implemented where it's like it's enough of like incentive for somebody to do it where the reward is worth it, but also not scaled to the extent where the reward is like makes you way more powerful. So just finding that balance act, and I'm okay with it. I mean, I did watch Llama's video and he just wants finite, nothing else. Yeah, it's really hard to get it's like nobody's gonna 100% agree on anything. I think the Poison Necro would... Yeah, you can do Poison Necro on players 1 or players 3 without a D-Web, absolutely. You can even do players 7 without a D-Web, to be honest. It's just the first kill is a lot quicker with D-Web. But you can absolutely go like players 1 or... I like the concept behind it, but season 19 of... What do you mean by that? I don't think there'll be any... Like I said, it depends on how they... Well, I don't know. I would think that right on the drop of Diablo 4 that it would take a while for people to even get bots set up. So, I mean, I feel like initially there will be 0 bots. And then I'm assuming that it would just be like an arms race back and forth of... Bots are set up, anti-bot measures are put in place, and then they go around the new anti-body measures, and they just constantly fight each other, right? I don't really know. It's just kind of speculation, but I would assume that there won't be bots in D4 initially. Like, it's... I don't really know anything about setting them up either. You're asking the wrong guy. Warlord! Thank you so much for the membership, buddy. Coming in. Thank you, Warlord. Enjoy your custom emotes and your badge, buddy. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. Get that sync set up. But thank you for the membership, buddy. Appreciate it. Bootlettas. Fucking calling something bootlettas. Holy fuck, DB. I think people will be holding back because of lawsuits. Well, I don't think they like. I'm just talking out my ass here, which is what I do all the time. But I'm just assuming it'd be like CS:GO or something, or with aimbots, or like Fortnite with aimbots, where they would just ban your account. I don't think there's going to be a lawsuit over a bot in Diablo 4. Who knows? But I feel like it did. I feel like if they just detected it, they would just ban your account. You ever farm Ethereum rare weapons? I do check some specifics, Myers. Like I do check crystal swords and stuff if they're F. Like I'll check the odd time, like battle slice and stuff like that if it's death, but I'm trying to find that balance line between if I identify every single possible rare that has the potential to be good versus just trying to focus on things like druid pelts, rings, boots, gloves, and circlets. So I do check the odd I do check the odd rare weapon and stuff. It's just where do you draw the line, right? It's like I do check magic circlets too, magic druid pelts, but especially when you're farming at higher player difficulty settings, I feel like you spend more time just checking all that shit than if you just leave it go on the ground. So like I've been checking rare source orbs for ages and I haven't found anything that's even remotely viable yet. So Warlord, worth it for the Jolly Burr. I have 5 new emotes coming in the next couple days, and then after that I want to get new membership badges as well. So Jack Frost, what's up? Like I check this alpha helm here, but I won't check anything else. That other trash. Yeah, they're amazing if you find them. 100% agree with you. 100%. I just like.
Good afternoon.
Whenever we talk about this, finding rare items, I just go to my druid. Let me show you for a second. So on and off casual magic finding in 2 years, these are the best druid rares that I found. So this is my one and only 5 NATO that I found. 2 to druid skills, 3 to tornado, a little bit of light res, and a little bit of life. If you show this on DGSP, you would get laughed to the next century because it doesn't have 3 to hurricane, doesn't have 2 open sockets, and it doesn't have 10 FHR, right? And here's the best circlet I've ever found. 220, 10 strength, 24 light res, and 7 damage reduction with a perfect topaz. So like, that's the best shit I've found in 2 years of MFing, and that's complete trash for BattleNet standards, like absolute junk. So I do check for the rare weapons. It's just the odds of me finding anything that's like worth using over grief is so small that I feel like it's not worth the time. Twister, thank you so much for the sub. People know Pluggy making. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's true. You can dupe stuff, Almighty, but you have to find that rare to dupe it, right? I mean, you can dupe runes and stuff too, but defeats the purpose of me playing. What are you using before you completed all the build for the MF Druid Gnome? I farm like all of my items. I was originally farmed off the Sorceress, and then I muled to other characters and I twinked them and played them through, and then like I didn't solo self grind my Barbarian to get Enigma. It was all off of the Sorceress initially. Yeah, pretty much bots find those items. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What am I thinking about Pod? Awesome private server mod. I really do enjoy it. There's some aspects that I don't like the Enigma nerf, but I do think that the tier maps and stuff are really cool. Some of the things like Blade, I feel like they went the other way. Like Blades of Ice is like super powerful. I
can't carry anymore.
Like they made some items that some skills more powerful than I think they should have been. Like, I don't know, just doing the playthrough with the Bone Necromancer with my buddy. In Nightmare, he had like 4k magic damage off of his Bone Spirit or something. That was in Nightmare with trash gear. And that's like, I mean, what's top tier hell? Like top tier hell character, like on BattleNet Bone Spirit damage is like 6.5k, maybe? What's up, Frank? What, I never play pod then? No, there's also issues like there's lag, and I've had trouble with like server disconnections and stuff like that. I don't mind it. I try and do stuff on the ladder reset. It's just usually when my work schedule never works out to play the ladder. You can install LOD. Love my videos. Thank you, man. It means a lot to hear that. And welcome back to Diablo 2. I think you, as far as I know, you can't bot a Pluggy because Discord moderator is for fun. He's running a bot on vanilla single player, and then he's just tracking the items that it drops and comparing it to his legit Pluggy grill. And he could only get the bot to work on vanilla single player, not Pluggy. So as far as I know, you can't get set it up. Man, songs farming? I already have that item, Frank. I got 2 of them actually. Never seen a poison necro a lot in hell. Poison Echo is like really good for the pits. Other than that, it's like it's a phenomenal pit farmer. But other areas, it's like you're better off going like Summon Necro or something. And that's why I don't, one for me, one for Llama, exactly Warlord. That's why I think you don't see some of those like very niche single player builds, is because you can just spam the pits over and over again, where you can't really do that on Battle.net. Get roamed down and shit like that. I feel like Battle.net's more about all around characters that can MF everywhere, like Lightning Sorceress or Hammered In, but single player and specifically Pluggy, you can go really niche on builds and target specific areas. Like you can't do this type of Pindle farming that I'm doing on Battle.net. I would have been realmed down like about 45 minutes ago. You run a Hammered In, Jack? Nice, yeah. See, like the Hammered In can really farm everywhere. Farm pits. Well, there's magic immunes in AT, kind of a bit of pain there, but it's amazing in Chaos, amazing in Worlds Don't Keep and Bale running, minus the second Bale wave. Struggle a little bit with those magic immunes, but got 15k hammer damage. Nice. 125 FCR. Like a sick build. You're using Cactus. Is that different from them? I use D2SE Gnome. I don't know what Cactus Switcher is or how to use it, but doesn't really matter how you install Pluggy. If it's a direct install or through like a mod manager, either one, it's just Pluggy, right? There is some advantages to the direct install, like you can use the dash, forget what the command is. There's a dash act 5 command where you can like start your character off in act 5, all the quests completed. Those type of commands don't work with D2SE. So that's the one kind of advantage to, I guess, a direct install. Other than that, I don't think it really makes a difference. God, Pindle, what's wrong with you? You run Chaos and Bale all day? Nice. Zero, I've never tried the Median XL mod yet. Ori, you run Cactus Switcher? Okay. I know that you, because you ran version 1.10 for a while on Discord, right? I actually don't even know what Cactus Switcher is. I only know about D2SE, so. One to Javelin. Yeah, that's that dash act 5. You start in act 5. It's like you can use it to twink or get socket quest quicker. That command won't work with Pluggy. Ooh, facet. First nice drop. What do you think, guys? Let's get some guesses. Let's get some guesses. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 5-5 fire, 5-5 cold, 4-3 cold, 5-5 poison. 4-5 light, 4-5 light. I want 5-5 cold. That's really what I want. Cinnabar Jewel Fervor. Well, it's a unique jewel, so we can't get that. But 4-4 poison. Jack Frost Battle.net's picking up. Interesting, man. Maybe I'll stick around a little bit longer than first week of Ladder Reset. 4-5 light, 3-4 poison. I like the Raven and Warlord guesses. 5-5 light. All right. It is. Oh wait, let's do a Kane ID. It doesn't matter, but we'll just have Kane ID it.
Stay a while and listen.
So it's a blue 5-5 cold. 5-4 poison. We did get some 5-4 poison guesses in chat, I think. I have to scroll back. Did anybody get it? 5-4 poison. Man, I wish that was cold. Really wish that was cold. Yeah, exactly. 5-5 cold blue would be fucking sick. Update that. I'll show you guys why I really want to get a... I really want a 5/5 cold, because a druid has this. Perfect 15 cold damage Nightwing. So I want a +5, -5. Specifically for this helmet. It's my crazy MF cold sorceress, or cold druid setup. Pindle drops this man a low rune. I did get 2 low runes back to back in like half an hour for Pindle, which is pretty phenomenal luck. Is it possible to find +2 summoning necro gloves? No. Is it just Java, Boa skills, martial arts, and shadow disciplines, right? Isn't that the only ones you can get on rares, guys? Am I missing anything? I might be missing. Oh, you can get passive too. You can get passive Zon skills. Nope, it's a tele stomping, it's a hurricane druid build. Just all you do is you players 1 with an infinity mercenary, you just have hurricane, and you boost the cold damage with like Nightwings and shit, and you just why can't you get plus traps? I have no idea why you can't. It's actually, I have a couple build videos on the character. It's an amazing character. On players 1 in Ancient Tunnels, you just tele stomp and hurricane shatters everything like instantly. My thoughts on Don Cherry? I don't really want to talk about it because I don't want to get too political. But I do think that everybody should wear poppies and show their appreciation for sacrifices veterans made. But I don't, as far as like Don Cherry and stuff, I don't want to weigh in on the politics of it. You gotta be really careful what you say. I feel like you need to walk on eggshells nowadays with everything that you say. Brandon Reed on the shit. Thank you. You gotta be really careful how you read that, because if I only glanced at that, I see you're the shit. But I could also see that as your shit if I just glanced at it. In stacking, no. The only thing that can break immunities, KLS, is Infinity, Conviction Aura, so Infinity or Paladin, or lower resistance from either a lower res wand or a Necro. Those are the only 2 things that can break an immunity. And then once you've actually like have that immunity broken, then the minus res from facets or like the Phoenix Rumored or Griffins, then it comes into effect. But facets on their own won't break anything. Chris Pratt, you're a shit? Oh, I knew someone was gonna do that. No, I haven't finished Dead Space 2 yet. I'm kind of hooked on... I went back to Resident Evil 2, the remaster. Been playing that on my Twitch. Roll! Thank you so much for the sub! Thank you, brother! Oh, speak of the devil. Wait, Winged Helm. Wait. Am I... Oh, yeah. I thought Spired Helm. God, I feel like an idiot. Valkyrie Wing. Cool. That was actually one of my 14 that was my 14th item, I think. Valkyrie Wing. Sorry, I was thinking Spired Helm there. What would you use to MF if you couldn't use a cold sorceress and you didn't have Infinity Warlord? Running Hammerden works. I mean, it's slower, but you can like run and charge everywhere and then sling hammers. That's probably your best non-Enigma MF character. Probably. Dragon Z, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much, Dragon. Appreciate the channel support, guys. Thank you so much. If you would speak publicly, you should be ready to get attacked for your opinion. What do you mean? I just feel like you need to just be really careful in what you say. Even if you say something out of context and you didn't actually mean it, or just gotta be careful nowadays. Beard Face, thank you for the sub. Man, I really gotta get that subtrain emote. It's being commissioned as we speak. Joshua Shamrock, last question. You can ask a question anytime, man. Anytime. What's your question though? Last question. Do you know Magic Plant increase socketed? Maybe even for F or words? I don't understand the question. Would now Magic Find increase socketed? Oh, does MF increase the chance of dropping socketed bases? No. If you want to up your chances to get bases, you actually want to lower your MF. Gaze and Goat, what's up? You're back to lurking? Thank you for lurk, Gaze and Goat. You actually want to decrease your... If you type in exclamation bases, I got kind of a quick command little blurb about base farming, but you want to just up the player's difficulty setting, kill as many monsters as you can, and you want to reduce your magic find. What's on gaming? What's going on, brother? What's on? We're doing your favorite type of farming. Pindle. What's favorite thing about pindling is it's just so different every time. It's not like it's the same run over and over again. Having more magic find, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you want to increase the odds of finding white bases, mass monster farm and reduce your magic find. And a blue Corona for GCs getting. No, it's not. It's Bale, Diablo, and Neelathak. Those are the 3 grand charms that you can reroll for plus 45 to life. Pindle, plus 40 is the highest life you can get. You had the right idea, just the boss is mixed up a little bit. Who cares what Kozgan wants? He's a shitter. Agreed. I wouldn't say go no magic find, Joshua. Like I guess if you really want to maximize the odds, sure, run like 0 MF, but there's nothing wrong with like having like 50 MF from Shaco, right? Because you want like the plus skills and the for extra damage for when you're clearing monsters, right? Just don't run like a 6-hit crystal sword, right? Like, I don't know, Hodo, Skulders. Oh, I guess Skulders has a map. It doesn't really. I don't think it. The point I'm trying to make is I don't think it matters too much, right? If you have like 100 to 200, that's okay for base farming. Just the real main focus is you want to clear monsters as quickly as you possibly can with reduced MF. But the difference between like 200 and 0 MF is not going to make a big deal. But you don't want to run 700 MF and target boss packs only on players 1. Like that's a horrible way to get bases. But I would say anything from like 100 to 300 MF is fine on a higher player difficulty setting. Rasmus, no, I've never found a single. I've got a couple plus 40 to life skillers. I have a 40 to life fire sorcerer skiller. I have a 40 to life offensive auras Pecomb. I got a 38 to life curses. I got a couple really trolly skillers like that, but I've never had anything that's plus 40 life ever. Chael, hey man, big fan of your content. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Redmar, how long am I gonna go for today? Probably try and go for maybe 3 hours, maybe 4, possibly. I mean, it's 2:30 now. We'll see.
Not in town.
Odo, Magi, Spirit, Jobin Socket, COA, Dungo. Yeah, something like that's ideal, John. Yeah, for sure. My whole point is that, like, you don't need to remove a Shaco because you're worried about the little bit of MF is going to mess up your odds of getting a base.
I am overburdened.
I feel like you just want the DR, and I mean, you can run like Crown of Ages and shit. Anyways, you get my point. I'm been bobber on too long. Every time you find a plus 40 life, yeah, exactly. It's either curses or combat masteries or at least like a plus. I would consider using like on a barbarian, like say you're running like a Bale running setup with max damage AR life skiller or charms, excuse me. I would consider running like a one. If I had like a Warcry plus 40 to life skiller, I'd consider running that because that's a big boost to your damage, or sorry, to your life, excuse me. Like the 45 to life is boostable, and you get an extra battle orders point. But things like combat mastery is just useless. Zero, wrong game. What game do you think I was playing, man? You only use masteries on a wolf barb? Yeah, that's one of the few melee characters where a shapeshifting skiller is actually really good because it gives you. Like, we'll just look at the druid tree for a second. That was a nice green pelt. But so having +1 for shapeshifting and plus life, right? So the life is boostable by your battle orders and Oak Sage. So right off the bat, if you have like plus 40 life, it's really almost 100. And then you get extra life percentage and duration from shapeshifting because you get an extra skill point. You get extra attack rating from Werewolf, and then you get a big damage bonus and attack rating boost on Fury. So you're adding a lot with a shapeshifting skiller. But it's one of the few builds where it actually makes sense to rock shapeshifting skillers on. Hey, BG just joined now. Well, I dropped a Grizz Corona and a almost perfect Poison Facet. Those have been the top 2 drops so far. Uh, 5 SOJs in 2 years. Carl. Bartos, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. How are you? Duska, why players 1? Pindle drops 2 items regardless of player difficulty setting. So players 1, 3, 5, or 7, it's always 2 items and it's the same drop odds. So regardless of player settings, like players 1 or 7, same drop odds to drop Death Fathom. So it's just easier to kill on players 1. That's why I farm players 1. Like, character like a Jabzon with a Lighting Fury, you could argue the case that going to a higher player difficulty setting is okay. But E1 is probably ideal for this type of farming. How many runs have I done today, Joel? Not sure. I don't have run counter on. I'm assuming I'm probably doing at a pace of almost 3 a minute. So we've been live for an hour and a half. So you can do the math. Not a math guy. Something along those lines is what I've done so far. Just say I'd say average with talking to and taking breaks, maybe 100 an hour. So I might have done 150 runs so far. Um, 398 watching. Yeah, we just cracked 400. Fucking sick. Well, it always goes up and down, right? Like people popping in and leaving and stuff, but the run counter is in my Discord. If you want to join it, it's under the links and guides tab. You can set it up. Face, any tips for a solo self-found? Nate, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nate. Any tips for a solo self-found hardcore character to start off after Sorceress? I reckon a Source is the best since Telly, but other than that, yeah, Assassin is with between Fade and she's super tanky, or a Paladin, like a running Hammerden. Just max block, don't do anything crazy, take your time. You're still gonna have good damage slinging your hammers. Homunculus. 400 for Pindle. I know, right? 400 for Pindle, but then like 200 if I run Summon Necro. What's the deal with that, Phoenix? Nate White sounds like Nate Moon. You think Nate Moon made an alternative account? No way. Battle.net? Yeah, if Battle.net didn't have Rum Down and had storage like this, I would spend more time on BNet. For sure. I don't run Necro on Sundays. That's true. I can either run Travincal or I wanted to run Trav, but there are emojis on YouTube. They're not as good as Twitch, but there is like custom emojis if you're a member. That's one thing YouTube kind of sucks a bit on, is they have like yellow smiley faces is their emojis. But you got sick jaw runes like that. Got 14 days, 14-day ban on Battle.net, Dancing Mad, because they forgot to close your VPN. Yeah, that's bullshit. That shit's frustrating. That happened to DJ Waters a long time ago. You want PogChamp? I thought about using Homunculus for that Telestomp, that's that non-summoning Necro build. I thought about using like a max block Isted Homunculus from the Necro I was running a few streams back. I don't know if you guys saw it. Between like max Bomol armor or Bomol synergies and then max block, I feel like I identify some specific rare bases, like always rings, boots, gloves. I'm collecting druid pelts. I do check amulets. I do check the odd sword and stuff if it's Eth. But I don't check every single possible rare item that drops. There's just... like, I'll check Sin Claws. I'll hold on to that druid pelt because it's blue. But none of that other shit I bother checking. How many hours have we played D2? In total, I have no idea. I really don't know. Too many. But yeah, I've been stockpiling these druid pelts, so... I actually found a lot today, which is kind of cool. I can't believe... so I'm at 104 now, and I've got 5 of them have been green. That's crazy. 5 green, 2 white. Oh no, okay, 4 white. Majority of them are always blue or red or gold. It's just kind of interesting. My favorite hero in D2, like an NPC or favorite character? My favorite NPC is Tyrael, just because of the wings and stuff. Really cool. Outside of Tyrael, I really think the Ancients are really cool, especially the guy that has the sword and shield that whirlwinds. Korlik, I think is his name. He's probably my other favorite. When am I going to ID them? I'm not sure. I planned on stockpiling 250, but I feel like I've been going at it for 6 months and I have just over 100 now, so I don't know. We could keep trucking, go for 250. Might take a while though. Most hated monster packs, Fanaticism Archers or Might Archers in the pits. Close second to that would be Dolls, and then close third to that would be Death Lords. Like extra strong Might or extra strong Fanaticism Death Lords in Worlds Don't Keep. What about Rekinishu? He's really only a pain like in normal when you don't have light res and shit, but he's in hell. Not really an issue. Rare Eth Death Cleaver. I only check certain Eths, DJ. I mean, do you mean a unique Eth Death Cleaver? I debate zodding that if I ever found it. Am I gonna play ladder reset? Yeah, the plan is, yeah, I will be doing a... I was actually, instead of trying to like rush through the game and do it as fast as possible, I wanted to do an 8-man team all melee. We did do that. I did do that as a playthrough recently, but it was us kind of screwing around, not really taking it seriously, just for fun. But ooh, that Thresher. I think it would be cool to do like a serious all melee, try and beat hell. Ah, rep 3 open sockets. You care to go back to expansion after reset? I don't understand the question. Back to expansion. Like go from classic to expansion? No, you can't do that. And you can't go from non-ladder to ladder, but you can go from ladder to non-ladder. Okay, hope that's what you meant. Enjoyed the melee stream? Yeah, I wanted to try and do it where we actually do it like legit. Like we actually try really hard. Citrez, thank you so much. Or the sub. We would probably do it like we would have probably have like 2 paladins for different auras, no enchantress, no boazon. Like we would actually like work really hard at trying to, because you're really gonna get slowed down. Like we were rocking through normal and nightmare, but you're really gonna get slowed down in hell. You have to take it seriously with the characters and builds that you're using. Excuse me. Long Nguyen, thank you so much for the sub. Shooting Jimbos, what's up? What are you saying, brother? Oh, that was bad. You saying Jimbos? Yeah, there'd be no enchantress. We'd have like a conviction pally.
Hello.
Or sorry, salvation pally. I don't know what other paladin you want to run. You'd maybe want a conviction pally so you'd have a better chance of hitting. I'm not sure what would be the best combo. Definitely you have to have 100% have to have an amp damage necro, because if you run into a physical immune, you're screwed. A hardcore 8-man could do that as well. That's really tough with all melee though. Because I feel like you have a lot better chance of dying with melee. Bro, rare eth with damage, AR scaling with... Yeah, no, I know that they're insane, DJ. I just, we were talking about this earlier, where I've identified rare druid pelts and rare circlets for 2 years. I have found 2 of them that are viable. So I do check the odd one, but the odds are so infinitesimal of getting something that's even worth using over grief that I just don't, like... I just limit and choose what I specifically ID that's rare. Like, I don't check, I guess... check the odd weapon if it's eth, I'll ID it, but with paladins and Act 2 mercenaries, you can have a lot of auras. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think we'd have... That's another thing, too, that we really didn't actually seriously consider, is that any type of half-ass geared mercenary, when it's got a really strong battle orders and all, like, the support auras, like the fanaticism and shit like that, they're actually really powerful, and that's something that we totally didn't think about through the playthrough. Like, none of us had mercenaries except for, like, 1 or 2 people, but... when you have like Heart of the Wolverine, Oak Sage, Fanaticism, Salvation Aura app, Battle Orders from the Barbarian, like amp damage. If you throw just any like hard hitting, decent damage, you know, pike or something on a merc with a decent helmet and decent body armor, he's actually gonna do okay. Something we totally didn't think about. I can only read English, so I'm not ignoring what you say, I just don't know how to reply. Russian vodka. Oh, there we go. Russian vodka. I always have lots of Russians tuned in the stream. No Russian vodka for me, though. I'm a beer guy. Ray, good luck. Thank you, man. Oh, he asked if there's Russians in here? Usually have a few. You'll take the vodka. Blessed Aim, Might, Holy Freeze, Defiance, yeah. And then the auras from the Paladins, yeah, it's gonna be like insane aura stack, exactly. That's why I think that they'll actually...
Good afternoon.
Because of all the aura stacking and having any like decent amount of gear, that they'll survive. Yeah, like that's the thing too. If you find something crazy like that, like I even think that the best rare weapon, even with like, you know, 2 open sockets and ethereal, all the perfect mods, I still don't even think it's better than grief. Or it might be a hair better than grief. You understand Russian? I can't. How does the SOJ counter work? It's just a random counter. It's supposed to simulate Battle.net online, and then the game picks a time. Say if like 100 are sold, declone will just randomly spawn in the game. It's just to simulate like getting an anti-charm. It's better, but not super far. Oh, okay. So the very best possible rare, which you're probably never gonna find, is like a fraction better than grief, right? So I'll just use grief. They are better than grief because you can double low them. Anyways, the odds of finding that, I mean, in 2 years, I found 1.5 NATO. So, yeah. I don't know. Herbal, you're listening to me learn English? I can't even pronounce names properly, and English is my first language. I might not be the best guy to learn off of. Goodies. Legendary mallets? Okay, I could check legendary mallets then. Typically I only check like swords or the odd polearm and stuff like that. No problemo. It's just... Are you ever gonna find that? Herbal is Kazakhstan. Some of the best wrestlers in the world, this is pretty random off topic. Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Russia, all those small European countries, for whatever reason, well, Russia's not small, but they always output the top tier best Olympic wrestlers in the world. Always check Sin Clause, but can't find anything worth a shit on that either. Odds are probably in the billions, yeah, for sure. Oh, you made it! Sunday fun day. Thank my wife for being extremely hungover for my cousin's wedding. It's the only reason DB is live at this moment. He's sleeping it off. You saw... Yeah, I don't even pay attention to it. I do check the D2 JSP trophy room. There's some really cool stuff on there. I see some stuff like it's like a 2 to paladin skills, 20 FCR, 20 to strength, like 12 all res, 2 open socket circlet, and they'll be like, oh, it's crap. It's only 11 all res. I'm like, holy shit, man. If I found something like that in single player. Is Ukraine really big? Well, like Kazakhstan or... Anyways, those European countries. Oh, Cuba's really good too. For whatever reason, Cuba has insane wrestlers as well. I've seen some of those crazy rare fang knives that you showed me on Discord, Jimmy, that are insane. Fear Dread. Raise a glass to... Oh, your daughter's got a cheerleading camp today? Nice. Hope she has a fun time today, Paul. Cheerleading. Do I prefer D2 more than D3? I've never really played Diablo 3. So, I'm gonna be biased and say, yeah, I prefer D2 more. Yeah, you can... You're right, Andrew, you can shop for insane magic claws. I just find shopping is the single most boring thing you can do in Diablo 2. I shopped for a lower res one for 20 minutes and that was enough vendor shopping for me. Better question, POE versus D2. Never played POE either. I thought about sifting in some variety, learning Path of Exile, some of my streams. Apparently it's super in-depth though. So I need to do a lot of like research and so I don't just go in fucking blind. But then I also read that a lot of people don't even make it to the very end game maps and stuff like that, so maybe I should just worry about playing it for fun. D3 is a disappointment too.
Good afternoon.
I still think Laura Carras is more enjoyable than shopping because you get gems, high runes, jewels, charms, like you just get a lot of stuff, where shopping is just hours for like 1 extra skill point on the jabs on gloves for 320s versus 220s, or 1 extra skill point on the trap or like a trap claw. Just a lot of invested time for the smallest fraction of gain. Check that bag of crap. You quit after the character selection screen on PoE? The skill tree does look pretty insane. It does. You gonna teach me, Glimphy? I should start. It'd be cool if I could bounce back and forth between PoE and D2 until Diablo 4 comes out. Only garbage today? I did get a nice poison facet, which I can shove in my nearly perfect D-web that I found. PoE 2 comes out December 13th. I thought that PoE 2 was way out, and that it was just a new season of PoE was coming out. Like I thought I thought excuse me, PoE 2 is far out. I guess it's gonna take a while, but PoE. Yeah, okay, all right. That's what I thought, Glimp. Well, Let's just say I saw some other people trying to jump on the WoW hype train, and it didn't work out so well for them. And I just don't have any interest to play WoW. I really don't. So I feel like it was a win-win for me. WoW is a well. I guess early on, WoW can be boring when it's like kill X amount of these bosses to get this level. But I guess raiding, like late game raiding, is really cool. I've never followed enough to have an opinion on it. What's my opinion on D4? So far, Ronnie, it's very positive. I just have some concerns on itemization, power distribution, and then how they're going to have an infinite system and how it'll work like overall with the character, and if there's incentive to do it or if it's going to make the character like ridiculously strong. So that's really like kind of like my three concerns is drop odds and itemization, sources of power, like how it's going to be compared to like items, skill tree, infinite grinding, dungeons or whatever, and then how they're going to, they still haven't even decided if it's going to be a finite system or infinite system, and they're like, the David Kim's post said that they're debating the pros and cons of both, so that's kind of like three things I'm a little bit hung up on or hesitant about. But overall it's positive. I'm not jumping on the shitting train of crashing it. Rating is, yeah, see, I just don't know enough about WoW. What I've taken it from WoW is like my little snippets of watching Toby stream it. And it's just not the game for me. The same way like when I stream Variety, like I stream Resident Evil, and some of you guys might tune in and be like, oh, this is crap. That's like my impression of WoW. I'm a sinner because I don't like WoW. Yeah, they're all time-wasting games. They're all time sink games. Diablo 4 will be a big time sink as well. That's the nice thing about how I talked about like the infinite system and how it'll scale with power. If they don't, depending on how they do it, like it'd be nice if somebody who casually plays the game and streams it like 2 or 3 days a week, like I will, that I'll still have a character that's almost as good as somebody who can stream 12 hours a day every day. Because I will not stream Diablo 4 that much. How many Enigmas do I have? I have 1 BJ. I just switched the Enigma back and forth in all my characters. Yeah, that's a normal working adult that has a job or kids. Yeah, it's not... That's one of the reasons why I really like single player on Diablo 2, is because it's just... Every time I exit, right? My progression is paused, and then when I restart the game, I just continue on, right? And I just work away at my own pace, how it works with my own schedule. It's not like I'm battling it where I get left behind on a ladder, that kind of thing. What's up, Jason? I'm gonna make a throw barb Norman as soon as I find an Eth Lacerator. I just have the Eth Warstrike, I just don't have the Lacerator, and I'm really particular with my builds, and I just don't want to... Eth is ideal, so just holding out for that weapon. Well, it's true, right? I mean, if you have... There's a difference between the amount of time you can spend and invest on those type of video games if you have responsibilities like a job and a mortgage or a wife or a girlfriend or kids, right? You can't spend the same amount of time as somebody living at home. I mean, it's not, I'm not crapping on anybody, that's just fact. Like, that's fucking fact. You ask any married man in chat, they're gonna agree with you. Manix, thank you for the sub. Why don't I play old school RuneScape? Phoenix Fire in chat has been trying to get me to play RuneScape for years. I haven't played it. Oh man, if Phoenix Fire saw you asking me to play RuneScape, he would love you for that. Oh, he's still in chat, okay. He would love you for that. I tried to play RuneScape, I wasn't skilled enough, so I just gave up. This wasn't the game for me. Rip Phoenix. RuneScape's a plague. Married with kids and no life to fame. Okay, Croak, there you go. He knows where it's at. Nazar! Thank you for the sub, Nazar. Killing it with subs today. Thank you so much, brothers. Guys, all you new members, don't forget to join the Discord. Link is in the description below. I send out my video notifications, stream notifications, and anything Diablo 2 and be discussed there. You guys are more than welcome to join. Have I thought about, or do I play console? I actually play a lot of console. Most of my Twitch variety streaming is console games. I do enjoy PC and console games. It's just aiming is a bit of a bastard on console. There's an ongoing joke in my stream that I suck at aiming. Warlord, you asked this a while back and I kept forgetting to answer. I have not played Gears of War. I haven't. Rock, you're watching the stream at work? Nice. If your boss is there, tell her or him that I said hi. Any PvP games? Not really. A lot of I really like single player campaign style games. I mean, I do like Battle.net has a PvP aspect and D4 well, but I don't overly focus on those style of games. It's really nice to get a level here. I don't think I'll get it anywhere near today. Here's this classic worth playing. Let me see what she thinks. Do I like Mario games? Growing up, I always had Sega or PlayStation. I never had Nintendo. I never played a lot of Mario, but I do like Crash Bandicoot. They're kind of similar games. Munson, you just got a unique item or Griffins off a bale? Nice, man. Item level 99. How'd it roll? Wildlife Da Producer. Thank you for the sub. Herbal, why am I checking gloves? Specifically looking for 220 javelin gloves or bows on gloves. I'll show you my Javas on what I'm kind of looking for. Desperately waiting for Dark Souls. Here's my Amazon. Games on Switch. Like I said, I have a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation 3. Those are the only consoles I own at the moment. Douglas Farias, thank you so much for the sub. Guys, we're killing it on subs today. So I'm looking for something like this. Like here's 220 boa skills with mana stolen per hit, strength, cold res. I got a couple others. 220 with fire res and MF. 220 with dex and fire res. 220 with lightning res. 220 with dex and fire res. That or... See, I want all those but with Java. But for some reason they always roll boa. But here's 220 with MF, or those are 220 crafted gloves. And then I do have another pair somewhere. I just don't know where they are. Right here. Those are 220s with mana stone per hit and strength. So something along those lines is what I'm looking for. Anyways. Am I gonna play Elden Ring? I don't know what that is, Robin. What is Elden Ring?
I can't carry.
Reinstall D2 after 10 years. Thank you so much for the content. Thank you, Bogdan. It means a lot to hear that, man. And I'm glad that you're reinstalling Diablo 2, man. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, DJ's going on with the rare weapons. Sorry, DJ. Lila Lex, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, Lila Lex. First AT run of the day, cross Lava Gouts off of the Grail list. Very nice, man. I feel like Lava Gouts it's a glove that had so much potential, but then they shit on it. Like, could you imagine if it had like, just give it like scaling ED to demons or something? You'd have increased attack speed, chance to proc enchant, and scaling ED damage. It'd be awesome. But then it just doesn't have that. it's hard to compete with anything that's anything melee. It's you're pretty much using Drax for life tab for Ubers or laying hands. It's like the only two options. Botai, you made it. What's going on, buddy? Got BTB in the house. Nerds and stuff, I'm using the Pluggy mod. Exclamation Pluggy if you want to know what the single player mod is. This gives me ladder only room words, extra stash space, shared stash, and quality life changes. Cleaver, I am trying to stockpile Druid pelts. Lava Goat would be GG if Demon Limb didn't exist. Well, Demon Limb's for like the proc, right? But I mean like the gloves themselves, if they had like scaling ED to demons and the enchant proc all in one, like I feel like they'd be cool to use on like a Boazon, because high level strafe or multi-shot, you'd proc that enchant all the time, right? But in terms of like just doing Ubers, yeah, like you just Demon Limb, cast the enchant. Come on, Pindy, what you got? Sword. Chain gloves. Those could have been nice 220s, or 220 javelins. They got, well, not nice, but they got strength, dex, and a little bit of fire res. Kind of close gloves. The ladder reset is December 6th. It'll be 8 o'clock at night. I'm sure there's a post somewhere on... I just saw it on the Diablo 2 Facebook group. 99% sure it's December 6th. Rudesto, how's it going?
Hello.
Or even like these gloves, if they had... Well, it's hard because of the fire res. But if you had something like that, scaling damage to demons, scaling attack rating, and then like the enchant proc from Lava Goats, I think they'd be phenomenal gloves. But the 350 ED to demons and like the fire res and 20 IS just makes... Laying of Hands are the most powerful glove, like, for pure damage. Like, they're just insane. Are you trying to gear up right at the start, Zinup? Quest bugged Helen Dariel is amazing for Shaco, like Viper Magi, all that stuff. The only advantage to Mephisto is that Mephisto can drop facets and Arachnid's Mesh and a few other things that Helen Dariel can't. But if you're trying to gear up right off the start fresh, like yeah, Quest bugged Helen Dariel is a great way to get your gear. I was right, December 6th. Okay, nice. EB was right. Like it. Got 3 Shakos ever. 2 of them came from Helen Dariel. Interesting, Jukes. She does have, when she's quest bugged, she has the single best odds for Shako. So definitely a viable source, and she's pretty easy to kill too. Especially with like a fire sorceress. But she can use blizzard sorceress too. Like, you could do something like getting your Shako and your Skulders right away from Helen Dariel, and then you could move on to Hel Mephisto. And you could hang out there until you get Arachnid's Mesh, all that other stuff. Cable, you're using a Trang Necro? Like the vampire look? You guys think it's cool how the full Natalia set, you get the fade look? I feel like the fade look is better than the shiny like IK look. No problem, man. You can ask anytime. If you're haven't joined the Discord, Zinop, you can join it. Far smarter people than me there, man, that you can ask for questions anytime. Like anytime. If you're European, North American, or whatever, somebody should be there to help you out. The link for that's in the description. As well as my Twitch and all that other stuff if you guys want to give it a follow. Trying to grow a little bit of a variety base on Twitch as well. Lots more Pepes too. Yes, a lot of Pepes. Wish they would incorporate more visual changes for full sets. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, actually, the IK helmet is my favorite barb helmet in the game. Like, it's not the best, but the look of it, like this, like the face with the wings, and then it's the dark gray. I think it's the sexiest barb helmet. Like, it looks way better than Ariat's face. Been using a Bone Spear Necron pod. Yeah, they upped the crap out of bone, the magic bone damage, because I think it's like 7k with the very best possible gear. That's like your max bone damage on regular Diablo 2. I've never tried Grim Dawn. No, I watched a little bit of other people streaming it. Does look good. Does look good. 4OS. What are you gonna do with that? Gonna make a Sacred Armor Fortitude? If I find a really nice 3 open socket enhanced defense Sacred Armor, I'll make Enigma in it just for my Trav Zealer specifically. But it has to have like a really nice high defense. Age of Empires is dope too. I think I played that like ages ago. I don't know how you'd even play that game now. Can you download it? Death, you blew your eardrums out with your speakers. An Eth Hawes? I would love to find a really nice ED Ethereal Hawes, up it, and put a Zod rune in it. I feel like any Zod candidate for me is Eth Death Cleaver, Eth Hawes. I don't think I'd ever Zod like an Eth Ariats or anything like that, but... Oh, you can get it on GOG? Cool. I'm a complete noob in that game, though. I've never... And if they had, like, Red Alert 2 on GOG, I'd download that. I used to play that game a lot. I've only ever found one ever. Death. One period. Best location to farm Mara's? El Mephisto. El Mephisto. I think Diablo might have slightly better odds, but because you can do Mephisto so much faster, that's going to be your best bet. Billy, using your data for DB? Thank you for the support, brother. I get my truck detailed and waxed, but it's a piece of shit, so... No point. AoE 2... Yeah, the weather is really nice today. AoE 2 Remaster dropped 10. Ah, cool. The next like big remaster that I'm really excited for is Resident Evil 3 Remaster. Whenever they drop that video game, that's gonna be phenomenal. You guys remember Nemesis from PlayStation 1? Imagine that, but with like PlayStation 4 graphics. That game's gonna be fucking kick-ass. PTA, yeah, I'll be playing at least the initial, like, day or two of the reset. Oh, second rare Caduceus! Caduceus, whatever the fuck you call it. Damn it! If that just was set for open sockets. But yeah, I'll be playing at PTA, I don't know how much, probably at least the first day, and on US East. Jason, did I miss your message? You have to spam it again, Jason, I might have missed it, sorry. What's up, Ariel? Yeah, if I ever miss a question, Jason, just respam it. Like, I apologize if I miss it, but it happens. I don't know how to do that, Jay. No idea how to do that. Yeah, if I ever miss any question, just re-ask. Best place to find a White Monarch? If you're trying to find your first, I think your best place is Ancient Tunnels with the Blizzard Sorceress, because you should be able to, with even trash gear, farm players 3. Just drop your MF a little bit and you'll get experience along the way and have the potential to drop every item in the game. Versus cow farming, which I'm not a big fan of. You don't get good experience with cows. And the drop odds is just better in the level 85 area, so that's what I would suggest. What's your advice for farming an area normal for players back at Diablo 2? My suggestion is to not farm normal. I think the only bosses worth farming is Nightmare Mephisto for gear like Viper Magi early on. Or Nightmare Diablo for experience. Like, you can grind Nightmare Diablo till you're level 75. Just to really buff yourself going into Hell. And then the first place that I would farm in Hell is Andariel. After Andariel, either Ancient Tunnels or Mephisto. And then once you get some decent gear, you can start to farm like Pindle or Chaos Sanctuary. You can kind of move into those other areas. But usually just like Andariel, Ancient Tunnels, and Mephisto. That's like the 3 places that you should farm nonstop. Or yeah, Nightmare Andariel for like SOJs and stuff. That's a good point. Good point. Anthony, thank you for, well, first of all, thank you for that comment, and it means a lot, and thank you for watching my streams and videos, man. Appreciate it. IO Rune.
I can't carry anymore.
What about D2 Master? I don't think it'll happen, Luke. I feel like they're going to funnel all of their time and focus and money into Diablo 4. I feel like it's a distraction, even though the classic team is different from like, the team that's working on Diablo 4. It's not that they can't do it. I feel like they can do it. It's just I don't feel like they want to put the time and effort and money into it. I don't think it's worth it for them to do it. And I think D2 is fine the way it is, but the only thing that pisses me off is every window update slightly breaks Diablo 2 somehow. Exactly. Who needs to, you don't need to remaster perfection, right? Yeah, it's not that like that video that I made about them losing the source code. It's not like the assets or whatever. It's not like that's preventing them from doing it. It's just one other thing of like to the checklist of like 500 things that's going to make it a pain in the ass for them to remaster the game. As to, yeah, I always stream on YouTube. I do have a Twitch. If you can give me a follow on Twitch if you want. It's in the description. That's usually for variety games, and then Diablo 2 is YouTube. Unique ring. Got some guesses.
Hello.
I'm feeling SOJ. SOJ. Come on, Deckard Kane. What you got?
Oh,
Wisp Projector. EK. Dwarf Manald. Get out of here with that Dwarf and Manald shit. Sebastian Norman, thank you so much for the sub, man. Thank you. And Nagel. Manald, what's up, Aaron? Alright, 4 life leech BK. Carry and wind. Okay, it is. Soj. Dwarf Star. Could you imagine if this ring had +1 to all skills? 40 to life, fire absorb, +1 to all skills. But it's shit. I feel like it is the one item that, like, I don't know. I don't really use it for anything other than gold find, but Kyle, yellow Archon staff. Superb ring. Yeah, I don't think we're ever going to see a D2 remaster. I mean, I think if they were hinting about it or you know, an inkling to it, they would have mentioned it alongside Diablo 4.
Good afternoon.
That's what I think anyways. Or maybe they think that a Diablo 4, or sorry, a D2 remaster at the same time as D4 would overshadow it. I don't really know. I don't know what goes on behind the heads of people at Blizzard. But I've said since day one, I don't think we'll see a D2 remaster ever. Heavy, shout out from Reading, Canada. Nice, man. Shout out back from Ontario, Canada. Armos, you love the content. Start up D2 as well. Awesome, dude. I love hearing that. And thank you for the kind words, man. Means a lot. What one's that again? Earthshaker. Patrick, you really don't like the graphics from Diablo 4? I think they're pretty sharp, actually. Dark, gritty, it's open world concept, no load screens. I thought the graphics looked okay, actually. I really like the shapeshifting and the elemental spells at the same time. Lucas, exclamation grail, you'll see my remaining items. What do you think about D2 GSP? It's an efficient way to trade, but I do think that the currency outside of Diablo 2 devalues the worth of items significantly. And overall, I think there's more negatives associated with it than positives. I feel like, and I don't want to typecast the entire population of D2 GSP, but I feel like there's a lot of people on there that like didn't get a hug from their mother when they were a kid, and now they just hate on everybody and they just shit all over people and rip people apart on that forum. Now, obviously not everybody's like that, but in general, I think it's a super toxic fucking forum, and I'm not a big fan. It's just the internet? Yeah, well, it is what it is. It's my opinion, though. Horizontal, you love me, D? Thank you, man. I love all you guys. I mean, you just see it when you read the forum, right? Like, people asking, like, beginner questions, and then they just shit all over them, and then call them idiots. Like, you know how many beginner questions I get every stream? And it's like, if I had an attitude like them, I'd have 0 following. It's just... Yeah, the druid is... Yeah, like I said, my first character is going to be werewolf or werebear, I'm not sure. Hybrid with elemental spells. Even if it's not top tier, I don't care. That's the character I'm running. Blizzard should get David Bragg involved. I don't think, like, he's kind of said that he wants to kind of stay away from... Or we're talking about D2JSP, Sir Fox. He, like... But I think they did say that if they consulted him, he would get involved with it. But he's got his It Lurks Below going on and other stuff, so I don't think he would be involved with Diablo 4 other than at a consultation level. Which maybe if they got some of his opinions on like itemization and affixes across all the specific items in Diablo 4, that could be really beneficial. Oh, sorry, Jason. I thought you said I asked you to answer a question. I think I missed it again. When this semester is over for me, I want to try and install a Pluggy mod. Try and get all the items on my own. This is my first semester in college. Right on, dude. It's a really slow process, man. You just work away at it, gearing up your character bit by bit. Definitely a long-term, fun, like, goal project to do. Diablo 2. Gives me motivation to continue grinding. Besides that, and just like growing my channel is another motivation. But just that reward that you get every time you get a new item. Christian, remember back in the day, views of 15 viewer DV. Try not to swear. Thank you, man. It's good to see you. How you been? I remember the old Anakin Skywalker display picture. What are you saying, buddy? Exactly. I agree, Narmos. Like, on the one hand, it's impossible to please everybody, right? That's a given fact, right? I mean, that's like in everything. Politics, like, you can't just please everybody. On the other hand, I think they know what they did right in D2, what they did right in D3, and what they did wrong in D3. And I feel like they can combine everything together to make a solid product. That's what I think and what I'm going to stick to. Especially when they're providing constant community updates and they're taking back viewer feedback as well. Like, I think it's going to be an amazing game. NFCR, Poison res. Cool little low level FCR ring. I think Blizzard will bring back and update this version of D2. I don't think you'll ever see a patch update for Diablo 4. I mean, the last patch update was just compatibility issues with Windows mode. I don't think you'd ever see a 1.15 that added additional meaningful content. There's always a possibility, but I think it's very low that would ever happen. Yeah, that's another thing too, Jimmy, exactly. Like they're not going to make a Diablo 4 Diablo 2. It's not gonna happen. But at the same time, you can already see from what they've done with like the campfire, with the character selection, bringing back Duriel. The area where Duriel spawns when you fight him is very similar to like it in Diablo 2. Like they're doing a lot of things to pay homage to Diablo 2. But are they going to make it exactly like D2? No, it's just not gonna happen. Can I show you my gear? Yeah, absolutely. All 7 MS small charms. 39 MF. I was gonna say 40 MF. It's 39 MF Keats Grand Charm. Torch and Annie. 39 MF War Travelers. 2 Nagel rings. Gold wrap belt. Chance Guard gloves. Grief and a phase blade. 6 instant phase blade on the offhand. A 2 to barbarian skills. 8 FCR. 15 MF caster amulet. Enigma and a double-isted IK helmet. So I actually have 790 MF. I could squeak out like 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. So I could get 793 plus I guess 14 if I wanted to dump the Tomb of ID and a little bit better caster amulet. But for the most part, it's pretty decked out. I don't even know what the breakpoint is. It's 810 is the one breakpoint. Do you know what the breakpoint is below it, Jimmy? Delete and make a new character. Thank you, Rich. Other people help me. Like this is not like I'm not like the originator of this. A lot of people helped me out along the way of gearing up this character. So kudos to all of them, but. Yeah, oh yeah, Blizzard Sorceress is awesome. The best character to start off with, Jason, 100%. Teleport, you can farm Pindle, ancient tunnels with Fisto and Dariel. It's the most amount of damage early on because of Cold Mastery. Awesome character. ADB is 129% MF on players 8, decent odds for drops. Well, first of all, if you want to, depends on the type of farming you're doing, but the no drop rate caps out at players difficulty 7 for white minions. Champions and boss packs, it doesn't change. So players 1, 3, 5, or 7, it's the same. And endgame bosses, it's 1, 3, and it caps out at 5. But 5 is hardly better than 3. So it really depends on where you're farming and what you're actually targeting for. But I do have a Players X command video on my channel. Oh, is it really 792? Oh man. Okay, all right, we're gonna squeak out. We're gonna squeak out a little bit more MF here. We're gonna get 792. We're gonna do it. I have a 30 MF Nagel somewhere. That's 29. Somewhere I got another 30. Think I do. Hope I do. I gotta delete my character. Come on, you must have one somewhere. Fuck. 7. $29. Ah, for fuck's sakes, I don't have one. Because I could have swapped out a Geed's Grand Charm and for 40 MF, and I could gain 1 off of a ring, but I don't have it. Shit. Gotta delete my character now. As this is a 29. It says FCR, crap. Towels. Damn. Delete my character. Oh, I gotta do. Oh yeah, true. If yeah, actually, just gain 1 level and swap out Geet's Grand Charm. That's a good idea. Just texted my hungover wife. She just woke up. Fix your sound issue? No, I'm not hungover. I didn't drink last night. I was DD. Can you make a poison vine druid? No, it'll suck. It'll be trash. It might work okay early on. The only vine I've ever used is the mana recovery vine, and I used it on a wind druid just to help with mana recovery, but I don't even actually like using it, to be honest. Touching each other in the same house. She'll never come in the streaming room. That's the thing. She'll never come in the streaming room, so that's what we gotta do, Billy. What we gotta do. Today's a pretty sweet stream, though. We had 3 members, 21 subbies. Is there a kind of MF Orden build? There is like a Dream Paladin Shield, Dream Helmet setup. I'm sure you could rock like Enigma, Grief, you know, Geet's Grand Charm, War Travelers, that kind of thing. You'd probably get in the range of 200 to 400 MF, depending on your gear. But it's not gonna be top tier, but it'll absolutely work 100%. Rage Asylum, thank you for the sub. Nerds and stuff. Thank you for the sub. You were chatting in earlier. Thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. You guys are way too kind. Yeah, Billy's right. Jimmy's right. I just need to get 1 more level, which I'll get it eventually. It's just really slow players 1 leveling in Pindle. Swap out my Geet's Grand Charm and hit the 792 MF breakpoint. And then all of my uniques will drop out of the sky. Waldo! Thank you so much, man. I really need that damn subtrain emote. Thank you, Waldo. I'm not texting my wife. I'm watching Pornhub. She's just asking me if I want to eat or not, and I just told her to go ahead and get McDonald's. I'll make my own later on. Holy Mosers, Danik. Thank you for the sub, brother. Jason, how old am I? I'm 31. Pretty fucking scary, eh? 30 fucking 1. Jesus. That's some pretty crazy finds, Bogdan, for Javazon. Nice. Players 5 Mephisto Nightmare? Right on, man. Kyle, you just got Griffins? How'd it roll, brother? EB just dropped rare Catasiuses.
I just got Griffins. Wow, WTF.
Danik, you're 32? Okay, makes me feel a little better. Congratulations on the Griffins find, buddy. 2011. Nice. All that matters is the minus light res anyways. That's epic. Epic. Evan, I look good for 31? Thank you, brother. When I get a chance, I will share my new firearm in Discord if you allow it. Yeah, dude, go ahead. You don't have to ask. I actually kind of like guns as well. Not really, I don't fire them or own them, but interested at least. Or Scourge. You just got it. I've gotten 2, Glimph. 2. What's my view on private servers? They're really cool. Like Pod's a private server. Like really cool. I've never tried the fuck, I was watching Senpai. What was he playing? Resurgence. Resurgence. That's another private server mod. I just find they're always kind of a pain in the ass to install and figure out. What do you guys think of this? They're not like very good, but 2 to javelin skills, 40 IS. It doesn't have the additional javelin skills, but it has chance to cast amp damage. Probably trash. I mean, it's got the only thing is it's got the 240 and then amp damage. I mean, it's probably garbage. Probably garbage. I've just seen some crazy rares that are like that. I'll just hold on to it as like a placeholder. I've never found that. That's the best rare javelin I've ever found, by the way. And it's trash. It's trash? Okay, alright, Justice. Motez, Sala, thank you so much for the sub. God damn. Sub support is real today. Thank you guys. I should stream on Sundays more often. What do you guys think? Saturday night, go out with my wife every weekend? Make sure she drinks a lot. Mohammed, thank you for the sub, brother. $200 IQ play. Thank you, Des. Streaming on Thanksgiving? It's not Thanksgiving in Canada. Our Thanksgiving is in October. Is it Thanksgiving in the States today? Yeah, I don't. It's different in Canada. I wouldn't stream on Thanksgiving in Canada. Be a recipe for my wife to castrate me. Pindle gives me a tiny bit of experience in Players 1 Gulls Hunter, but we're talking like it would be, I mean, well, just 994,000. I'll tell you how much experience per run I'm getting. It's super fucking slow. Players 1 Pindle grinding for XP. Okay, yeah. So I got like what 7,000 experience. So I need to go from I need 8 more million. I'm getting 7,000 experience per run. So yeah, it's a lot of runs. Lucas, how much do I make for my YouTube channel? I'd rather just not really say. I mean, I make money, but not enough to make it my sole career. Put it that way. Oh, it's Hellrack. That's the only. It's not the one I care about. It's only 1,200 runs. Can you just show such describe the character for your own just from scratch? The character select screen. What do you mean? I don't understand. What's up, Calvin? Like, can I show you all my character builds that I have from the select screen? Ramadan Greaves. $20, $10, fire res. $8 million experience, 1,143. Thank you, Jordan. So there we go. We got quite a few more Pindle running streams. Mohammed. Getting out to yeah. Frankie. Come here. You guys want to see my doggy? Frankie, come here. Okay. All right. You guys want to see my puppy? we'll take a little puppy break. Oh. Here we go. It's Frankie. Frankie. Look in the webcam, sweetie. Oh, look at it, Frankie. Frankie, look in the webcam. Look at the webcam. Say hi. You have everybody watching you. Oh, she's camera shy. She's pretty small. She's she wants down. She's I don't know if you guys can hear me. She's like maybe 35 pounds. Hey, look at all the people watching you. You don't even know what's going on. Okay, you want down? Okay, careful. Oh. Okay. Okay, lay down. Down. Wife's just going out to get food, so we split the doggies up. She took the other dog. The highlight of every stream. Okay, I'll clip it and I'll put it in the monthly recap video. So yeah, this will probably be, I stood up, legs confirmed. You didn't see the legs though. So yeah, I'll probably just stream for the next 15 minutes. Do a couple more, you guys want me to switch a little bit of Travincal? Or, just keep going with Pindle? I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes, so I can go a little bit Trav frying with the Zealer. Do some Travy? Okay, alright, we'll do some Trav. All I gotta swap is Enigma. Zealer with a bot D Warpike. Oh. Hi ho. Yeah, exactly, Cohen. Hi ho. Hi ho. It's off. Trav, we go. Oh. Alright, I won't sing. I won't put you guys through that. Okay, so we switch up to players 3. And I have 188 MF with the setup. It's mostly rune farming. But, yeah, you get the idea. Let's kill Travincal as fast as you can. How old is your dog? We're not actually 100% sure. She's a rescue dog, and she was found tied to a post, and she had some collar around her neck saying she was 10 years old. And then when we got her as a rescue dog, the vet was like, nah, she's not 10 years old. So we're thinking like 6 or 7. She has cataracts bad in her one eye. Oh no, it says players 3, 188 MF. Not 3,188. Who would do that? I don't know. We didn't know. She was originally from the States. Then the rescue agency found her tied to the post. They took her in. Vet went over her. You know, had to go through like the whole antibiotics, some teeth pulled, that kind of thing. Get her back on track. They originally thought she had diabetes, so she was getting insulin shots, but it turns out she doesn't have diabetes. Yeah, and then she's just been. She's an awesome dog. Super nice. I don't know why anybody would do that to an animal, though. You found your wife tied to a post, Chad? On purpose, though? Those, like, pink handcuffs with the fluff on them? Because that's okay. DB approves of that. Not that I do that, though. My wife's probably like... If she knew what I was talking about. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up. I love doggos. I love cats too. I'm definitely a doggo guy though. Jacob! Thank you for the sub, Jacob. Clipped and sent into the wife. Phoenix Fire, what are you saying, brother? Oh, guys, I'm gonna have a brother emote soon as well. I love this build. It just fucking wrecks Trav, man. Literally makes Trav his bitch. You would travel to Ontario just to pet Frankie and say, give DB a high five? Right on, Jordan. Remember that time I talked on stream? Don't say the effort when you're playing violent games. I've never had any single demonetization from dropping an F-bomb, ever. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with this COPPA thing that they're making a huge fucking deal about. I do think it's a serious thing. I'm not brushing it off, but Andrew Rocks, thank you so much for the sub. The thing is I don't feel like any of my content is geared towards kids, and I mean, it's a fucking rated mature game, so I'm hoping it's okay, but we'll see. We won't know until it kicks in. Darky, thank you for the sub. 30 fucking subs today. You guys are too fucking sexy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. D1 is pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. I went from being like, oh, I'm doing pretty good, you know, to making it down to hell and just getting destroyed. D2 is fucking tough. Or sorry, D1 is fucking tough. D2 is tough too, but like, ooh. Okay, a little bit of a close call there with conviction. That's another reason why I like having Phoenix, because it's got the fire absorb. So the only time I ever struggle here is conviction. The only like remote close calls I ever have. I debated like dropping like, depends, like if you ran Breath of the Dying, which I don't think it makes a clear speed difference, Grief or Breath of the Dying on players 3, just because like the determining factor on how quick your runs are going to be is loot, and if the one guy spawns physical immune. So I feel like you could run a bot D, get your dual leech there, and I could run like a dwarf star for my ring instead of a dual leech rare with griffins, or sorry, with grief, sorry, excuse me. And that extra fire absorb might help me in those odd situations with the conviction council, but it's the only time I ever have a close call. Chris, I haven't made a video yet on this. I want to make a Trav video where I talk about all the different possible setups, like two-handed, single-handed, running the docks, charging, all that stuff. I just literally haven't gotten around to it. I could possibly make it stream Sundays more often. Yeah, I know, it's depends on my schedule, what I have going on. Usually I'm doing stuff with my wife because every other weekend I work. So the weekend that I have off, I usually spend it with my wife, not with you guys. I mean, if I had every weekend off, I would probably try and stream once on a weekend, but Dan, you're just catching the Zealer time, the last little bit of stream. See if we can get something sexy. Yeah, yeah, I work 2 on, 2 off, and then 3 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. Something like that. Every other weekend I work. But then every other weekend that I don't work, it's a 3-day weekend, so I got tomorrow off, but yeah, it's not, well, Oilfield's different. Oilfield is usually like, they work like an entire week, or they work like 14 days and they have like a 7-day stretch off, or crazy shit like that. Which I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, technically, yeah, I work 6 months of the year, have 6 months off. But with that being said, I work holidays. They're 12-hour shifts, which 3 12-hour shifts in a row is a lot of work. People don't realize that's like basically 40-hour work week in 3 days. Alex George, thank you so much for the sub. 31 fucking subs today. Thank you so much, guys. Actually, I think it's 32. It just hasn't updated. What I do for, I work for an electrical wire manufacturer. I put the rubber insulation on heavy duty cables. Do a human bot project with cows. I do have a human bot project in the works. All that I'm going to give away as a secret is it's going to take me a really long time to complete all the runs. But it will be pretty fucking epic, and I don't think anybody has done it ever, so. Well, I'm sure people have done it off stream, but I don't think people have ever done it in a video, so. That's all I'm going to tell you about my next human bot. What's the XP gain for players 3 Travincal? I definitely get more experience. We'll see, I'm level, so 837. This is players 3, right? Is there a way to see my gear? I can show you my gear. I don't have a, I don't have like a gear icon like on Twitch, like a plugin. It'd be really cool if I had something like that for YouTube. What did I say? It was 837? 837, 876. So yeah, I definitely get substantially more experience than players on Pindle. Guess if you resubscribe, you won't keep showing it? What do you mean, Andrew? What do you mean resubscribe? 1,000 Uber Tristram runs? It's not that. Not doing that. If you unsub and then resub, it will keep showing an alert, so I can't stop somebody from doing that, so I don't know if people are doing that or not, but there's also people that'll sub, but then the alert won't come on because they have their privacy settings set where they don't notify the streamer, so in that situation, you also have people who will sub and get no alert, but we showed it with the... Oh, okay, yeah, it does, it should work for the most part, yeah. Emiliano! What's going on? I haven't seen you in ages. How's it going, buddy? The Holy Bolt's from laying hands, my Zealer. That's where the proc is coming from. Merc is using F Reaper's Toll, Ruby Jewel Fervor, F Guardian Angel with Fire Res Jewel in it, and Opt, and then an Ethereal Kira's Guardian with, yeah, I get the 10% chance level 3 Holy Bolt from laying hands. Got anything good? Almost Perfect Poison Facet, Dwarf Star, and a Grizz Corona. One of the highlights from today. What's up, Carlo? The Decrepify proc is the only thing coming from my Mercenary. Yeah, it's an awesome combo. Even under Conviction, like, he can't die from the Hydras. Between Fanaticism, his Leech back with Reaper's Toll, and having 90 Fire Res, he never dies in Travincal. It's definitely a very niche setup, though. It's basically for solely farming Travincal. Right here. Guardian Angel, upped, Fire Res Jewel, Kira's upped, Fire Res Jewel. So he has Cannot Be Frozen and 90 Fire Res. Even under Conviction, and then F Reaper's Toll for Decrep, and Life Leech. It's very niche, very expensive, but very godly setup. Morton, do I play on Battle.net? Usually just ladder resets, community event things. Not consistently, though. We'll see if we can get anything nice here. Last little bit of stream. How much defense was the armor? I don't know. I'll check again. It's up, though. It's ethereal, and then it's up. So it's 1,937. This clan. If I'm gonna do D3, I'm probably gonna do just a solo play through the campaign because I've never done it before. I'm not gonna like really grind out D3. Oh, that's just on Switch because I'm using a CTA and a Crystal Sword or a Grief and a Phase Blade. I can't distinguish between the two. So I have when I'm switching because I teleport on my offhand, right? So on Switch I just have Holy Bolt hotkeyed so that I know that I'm like I know which hand like if I'm teleporting on the wrong hand or not, if that makes sense. Hey, what's up? Okay, I'm gonna wrap up here. Oh god, 2 dogs. 2 dogs. What? You just... Okay, so... Alright, we'll grind for another half an hour and then we'll call it quits. Maybe 20 minutes, we'll see. Say hi to the wife. But what were we talking about? Do I have a 7 FHR 15 all res duel? I don't. Don't have one of those. If you really wanted to deck this character out, you'd want 1 15 IS ED duel and then 2 15 IS fire res duel. If you had both of those, you can hit a higher IS breakpoint. I think with Fanaticism and 45 IIS, you hit the max possible breakpoint. So that's like one way of like making the character a little bit better for the Merc, but you're really splitting hairs at that point. He's mostly just there to proc Decrepify. If I get a 5 NATO, put a 7 FHR. Okay. Well, I typically mostly MF, right? So I probably just want to put a perfect Topaz in it or an Istrune. I feel like going for 99 FHR is overkill on a Druid, unless it's PvP. Like for PvM, I think 63 is fine. And you can easily hit 63 with the 55 and then from Spirit and then 2 FHR small charms. But to hit 99, like you have to have, you get 55 from Spirit and say your 5 NATO has 10, so that puts you 65. And then you put a 7 FHR jewel in it, that puts you to 72. And then you still need like Trex and a Skiller with FHR or some shit to get 99. Like you really need, like, you know, like 2 FHR Skillers or something to reach that breakpoint. It's really hard to obtain. That's why I feel like 63 is plenty for PVM. Do any dedicated Zealer communities? I have no idea. I doubt you'd find entire communities dedicated towards Zealers, but I'm sure you can find like build guides and stuff like that. I mean, you might be able to find a dedicated Hammerden group, but... What's my view on declone a Smiter? What do you mean, what's my view? Like, Smiter is easy way to knock down declone. Declone's really easy. I mean, Uber Tristram and more like doing Duriel and dealing with like the swarms and shit like that and Lilith. I mean, it can all be done with a budget Smiter. It just takes a little bit of time. This is what I meant it really slows you down. Is Stone Skin Ismail. That's the big determining run factor. That's why I feel like it's an option to use Breath of the Dying for dual leech and swapping out your ring. That determines run speed more than, like, I've run 2-handed setups, Grief, Pause, Phoenix. That's what slows you down the most. I had to buy Diablo 2 with my mom because they wouldn't sell it to underage kid in Quebec. That's funny. Pretty funny. Yeah, like Smiter's the best character for doing torches in an Uber Death Clan. There's other characters that can do it. Smiter's the best. been watching The Mandalorian? No, I haven't. Is that the new Star Wars movie? Or is that the new Star Wars game? I don't really pay attention to... They kind of lost me after they killed off Han Solo and the direction they took. Don't really have any interest in any of the new Star Wars. Although that being said, the prequel to the Death Star, like the movie that's between the first and the second one, Rogue One, that was really good. I never watched the Han Solo movie. Apparently it got really good reviews, but then it tanked at the box office. But I haven't been paying attention to anything Star Wars. Oh, it's a show? Mandalorian's a Star Wars show? Interesting. Didn't know that. I wouldn't use... It's up to you. I wouldn't use Drax. I would use... I think a Reaper's Toll Mercenary is better. Nerds. Get the Decrep proc. Life Tap's cool. Like, you can use Exile, but you get a lot more damage from Reaper's Toll. And you don't want to run like Reaper's Toll and Exile because the Life Tap will constantly overproc or override Repify. Anything good yet? Just what you see on the screen. Dwarf Star for the ring, which is kind of shit. Did get a nearly perfect poison facet, and then a Griswold's Corona. So I'm probably gonna end up putting that facet in my 249 D-web that I found.
I am overburdened.
Other than that, I think I didn't even keep the Dwarf Star or the... What do you call it? Didn't keep the Dwarf Star or the Griswold Corona. Sir Fox, you finally finished it? Took you 7 weeks of non-stop grinding? Man, I kind of want to take 10,000. If you take 10,000 divided by however many days are in 7 weeks, 49 days, that's, how many runs is that per day? Jimmy, why don't I pick up rares? I only pick up certain ones.
Overburdened.
You know that. The whole movie is good action sci-fi. Not any. Did anybody watch the new Terminator movie? It got good reviews, but fucking tanked at the box office as well. That's my favorite subject in school. What's up, Virtual? The only really highlight from today is a nearly perfect poison facet. Everything else has been kind of like meh. Why don't I pick up large charms? $204 runs a day. Damn, dude, that's pumping it out. I don't have that much time to... It's crazy. My current project, I'm working on like 20, trying to do like 20 runs a day. It's gonna take me a long time. Runs a day. You do the math. Keep it up. Thank you, man. Gotta keep that motivation high. Morzati, yeah, I will play the next Slider Reset. At least the first day or two. I have a Poison Necro. I actually have a build video. I haven't run it before on stream. Currently, Necro is spec'd as a Summon Necro. I hate muling gear and respecking, so usually I keep characters as a specifics build for a while. Your combat skills. Else. Can't cast past range. Mercomancer. Teleplosion Mancer. That's what I'm gonna call it. I make a build video called the Telesplosion Mancer. Everybody, they said that they call it a Fishy Mancer because somebody in D2JSB popularized, like, his name was Fishy, and he popularized a Necro that used Corpse Explosion. But any fucking Necro uses Corpse Explosion, so I don't feel like it's, like, unique to a Fishy Mancer or whatever, but Marchanel, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Poison Necro, Summon Necro, Uber Necro, they all use Corpse Explosion. Babcock is gone? Yeah, for sure. That's pretty, you approve of the move, Virtual? Fishy's on. What are we at for the uptimer? We're gonna go 3 hours and 20 minutes on the uptimer. Doing Travincal. Okay, so I don't know anything about a PvP Necro. PvP Poison Necro, I have no idea. The only, like, PvP build I'm even aware of is 163 FCR, 99 FHR, Suicide, or Suicide Branch, Crown of Ages, Wind Druid. That's the only, or that build, and then the one that uses the bear. They just sit outside of town, and then they use the bear with the Thorns aura. Those are the only two PvP builds I really know about. My Necro's a Hermit Necro. Hangs out by himself. Pure Fury Druids are the best. I love Fury Druids. I feel like they suck in PvP though, but again, I don't really. But that being said, I did watch a YouTube way back, a guy using Grief of Destruction with a, but that was a Wolf Barb, excuse me. The Wolf Barb, it wasn't a Fury Druid. Bear Druid is OP for PvP? Interesting. If I was gonna make a PvP character, I'd want it to be like the Ravenlore Phoenix, like Jeweler's Archon Plate of the Whale with fire facets. Run a Fire Druid. That'd be the PvP character I'd use. Melee Necro. Isn't Bone Necro like the best? Super expensive, but Bone Necro's, if you're amazing, it's the best PvP character. Oh, 4 MF. 1 to mana. That's okay. Ghoul Hands, I need to make the Dual Dream first, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Bone Necros. Okay. Alright, Bone Necros suck? Okay. I thought that like, they might not be like the best for survivability, but I thought for dealing damage they were like top tier. They are good, just not the best. You probably won't even see them before they die, yeah, okay. What's the best way of getting 40 MF rings? I would just say identifying every magic ring that drops. I feel like that'd be quicker than gambling. I don't actually know though, it's just speculation. Kind of like when they say what's the best way to find skill or something, I just identify every GC that ever drops. Gambling's fast? Okay, there you go. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Gamble. Gamble away. Yeah, one guy. Does anyone want to PvP with you? Not this guy. You'll win? Somebody did offer me a really nice Wind Druid. They said I could mess around with it online if I wanted to. Just never did. Did I say you can gamble charms? I just meant that for skillers, I just identify any magic charm that drops. Like you can re-roll skillers. I just feel like you just identify everything that drops. Like the whole re-rolling nightmare skillers and shit, I don't think it's worth the time. Just identify everything that drops. But apparently it's much faster to do it via gambling. Get that 40 MF ring. Which makes sense, I guess. Because literally you just refresh the page and there's a ring there every time. So it makes sense it'd be faster if you have the gold supply. I just don't see the purpose of a 40 MF ring, because I guess maybe on like a character like the Summon Necro, it'd be better. But for something like a Pit Zerker or a Pindle Zerker, you want the extra attack rating from the Nagel. I feel like you'd rather have the AR and MF than just have a pure 40 MF magic ring. Oh, it's F. And got repaired durability. Nothing else. This is what I mean about trying to find fucking good Eth rare items. Like, level 45 is your best? Okay. Jimbo knows more than I do. Just listen to Jimbo at DB. $16 and 52 damage. Fuck yeah. Ugh. Come on, Trav. Get up the goods. Skull. JT. The amount of rare gems you get, rare gems, I can't even speak. The amount of perfect gems that you get farming Trav is insane. Orange boots. Color, not trying to riz. That's why you should consider re-rolling GCs. I used 1,000 gems. I think the best skiller that I got was a cold skiller with plus 17 to life. And I got a video with timestamps and highlights if you want to check it out. The council does spawn. There's a couple guys that spawn physically immune every time, but the Decrepify aura from Reaper's Toll breaks it. So the only thing that slows you down is if Ismail spawns with Stone Skin. So he's physical immune, and if he gets the Stone Skin mod, he takes forever to take down. Which that's the kind of the one advantage to Barbarian is you can berserk him, where you just have to keep using Zeal with the Paladin. Hey Bone, can I give a shout out to your homeboy? Who's your homeboy? Absolutely. What's your homeboy though? Oh, Rage. Don't you wish you could just slam the two together? You have a Jeweler Monarch of Deflection. Closest I've come is a Cobalt Monarch of Deflection, which is cold res. It's trash. But even if you found one, and do you really think it's even the best choice in PVM? I don't know if it is. I did recently find a 3 open socket at Hunter's Glory though, which I've debated putting like 3 really nice light facets in it. Or possibly like a light facet with like an 2 light facets with like an IS mana after kill jewel. And then I could run like a faceted Griffins with, and I just teleport on the offhand. I still haven't really messed around with it at all, but at least I found the base. Werner, that'd be cool for like a Frenzy Barb for doing Ubers, because the max damage portion isn't as important as the attack rating. For Ubers specifically for Frenzy Barb, because Frenzy doesn't always hit like Smite. And then the the Fortified Delight is boostable by Battle Order, so that's a really nice GC. You can stack a whole bunch of them, or you can use them for martial arts that kicks in for doing Ubers. For general PVM, I'd rather have like a max damage. Like for doing something like Travincal, I'd rather have a skiller like this, or a GC, excuse me. Something like that. Max damage, AR, and life. But for just plain Ubers farming, that's a really nice charm. Don't get rid of that GC. Hold on to it. Shout out to Native, that's his name. 'Too bad you didn't get more resistance on that death. E-bug it. I mean, you can always e-bug and roll in Exile if you want, because Exile is only Vex and Ohm. So it's, I mean, Exile is expensive, but it's not like you're like burning Jaws. So you could make it in like a temp base, but I think you kind of want something that's like 25 res at least, or up. I mean, okay, Ghoul's saying 40 all res. I'd say if you're on Battle.net, yeah, 40 all res, single player. It's pretty tough to find 40 all res, F, and then e-bug it. But then again, it's only a shield that you're ever going to use on a smiter. You're never going to use it on a healer. So I guess you can afford to be picky. How much res you want. Why is it such a disaster to fucking get that loot filter? Fuck, pick it up. There you go. Alright, 5 more runs. Gonna be it for me today, guys. Yeah, you should make a smiter dress for sure. But you can use like Hawes, right? Hawes is an awesome budget build. Or Sanctuary, or even like Perfect Diamond all-res Paladin Shield. But like, if you want something that's really good, but you don't quite have the Exile base yet, you can just use Drax and Hawes. Drax, Hawes, Grief, Chains of Honor, Duress, Treachery. There's multiple different body armors you can use.
I can't carry it.
Don't have a Hawes yet? You could make Sanctuary, Coco Mal, and a 3 open socket all-res shield. You could just find anything with a decent all-res and dump Perfect Diamonds into it. You don't have Drax, you can use a Life Tap Wand. You could also use Marowak Boots, they have Life Tap charges. But you probably want to use something like Goblin Toes for Crushing Blow. Smiter though. That's fine. 5 and 4. One guy, you're trying to find people to PvP? You're trying to take people from my stream to PvP? Come on, one guy. I'm just kidding. You're really surprised I haven't tried it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a shot, actually. Come die. Come play who can one-shot who quicker. You got a Hawes off of an armor rack? Damn, that's crazy. J-Bone, I agree. It is... There's a lot of other amazing games, but yeah, I think it's one of the greatest, or if not the greatest game ever made. There's just something about this game that people just like... It's like a nostalgia trip, but also like addiction, and then just excitement, and then it just... I don't know how to explain it. This game just pulls in viewers and... Crazy. Digital crack, yeah. Agreed. Pretty much. D2 was addicting the first 2 months, and then you... There's just something overall about Diablo 2, though, that... I don't know what it is, but it just... Hey guys, last Travincal run from today. Come on, Rune. One guy should ban you for self-advertising. Alright, that's all she wrote. No Rune, though. That is all she wrote. Alright, guys, thank you so much for tuning into stream. I appreciate it. Appreciative. I can't speak today. 33 fucking subs, 3 new members. Wicked stream, decent drops. Thanks for everybody tuned in. Guys, don't forget Discord. Link is in the description. Also Twitch. I'd love it if you guys give me a follow on there. I'm trying to grow my variety a little bit. But yeah, we should be a lot of steady streaming this week. Possibly even every day. And pretty good chances of a Diablo 3 stream. So yes, lots of good stuff coming. But thank you so much, guys. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace out. Oh, fuck, wrong scene. Peace out.
Don't